All right. So, hi everyone. Just to cross check, I think I am clear and audible here, right in this room. Everyone, can you just confirm me on the online? I am audible and clear to you. Everyone, just say clear in the chat box if you can. This is a kind of a virtual and hybrid meeting and hybrid conclave that we are organizing. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here at D2O SDC, which is the D2O Sustainable Development Center. And the people who are joining us virtually, thank you so much for joining virtually. I know you could not travel to Jaipur, but thank you so much for joining us virtually. The video is on a recording mode, so we will be sharing the recording also of this conclave. And so, thank you, all the guests, all the dignitaries, for taking out time on this day. Today is 8th of October, and thank you, GNFZ team, like for taking this initiative to host this conclave in our Jaipur office because that's a big thing for us because we could complete this office building. So thank you so much. And before moving forward, I just give handover mics to Ashu, who is the co-founder of D2O, who is the main backbone of this company. So he will be presenting as the opening remarks. Ashu, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And good evening to people who are joining. I can see a lot of 62 people has joined here yet, more than 62 people. So this building, I want to tell you before starting because of Jaipur, welcome everyone who come from outside city. But today is a big day because when I started this journey with Kushal, both of us were 2013 back. I think I want to tell you that story because 2008 when I graduated from the college, it was very difficult to find a job. 6 months we couldn't. I was struggling to get the job because the recession was very high, and it was very tough to get the right job. But fortunately, I got an internship in somewhere where I did internship without pay fee, though they were not paying anything. But chosen a field which is a sustainability. Everyone was focusing on energy generation. I focus on energy conservation, and that is something is a field the game changer happened. And 5 years when I worked in a company, I learned a lot. And then Kushal and I met in the same company long back, and but the different background, different thing. But we thought that we should start something innovative for because country is moving for the sustainability. There is no big players in the country, and we can do something innovative. And Kushal and I met in 2013. I remember the day, 1st April, when we started. I think I was discussing yesterday, my new office is more bigger than my entire offices those days. So that is something we started. But initial 6 months was very struggling, no client. And really, those days, I remember at a one point, we thought that we should keep the company off. We should do because we were getting a handsome salary that time, 5 6 years in the market. But really, we got a very great mentors in our journey, and we have the mentors in this room. Rishi Mittal sir, I really admire you, sir. That you are the one, and the Tharkar sir. And I'm telling you the story that how we met, and this is how the mentorship gets started. We believe in the collaboration. Kushal and I always tell people that there is no competition. There is always a collaboration with the people. And we always say that our company is not just the 200 plus employees right now. We are 200 entrepreneurs. And that's how our first client is still our client. That's our success. Our first team member is also our team member. That's our success. This we can sustain them. And now happy to share that we also, in the 12 years of journey, we started our office in Canada. We have a very great or running office 2 years, more than 2 years now. It is profitable, business is happening. We started recently office in Mauritius, also D2O Mauritius has been registered. And this is how you can see from the different offices. Like someone was telling on the lunch that every time when you make a new building, that office get small because you always need a new office. So today also we found that our office is getting filled very soon. So after 6 8 months, we need to find a new place as well. So that's a good story. But overall, at the D2O growth, I'm really thankful to all our clients. And of course, we were the limited space. That's the reason we kept in our office this conference. But the people joining across the globe here, we kept online. But this is because of you who supported, who believed in us, and where we are today. Because all of you were actually when I think a lot of sometimes the client I feel the success is that when you have a repeat business. If you don't have a repeat business, you are not successful enough. but the client and the team member trusting on you when the new young interns coming up. So that's the reason you will find the D2O very young faces, not very experienced people. The reason behind that time we do the struggle to get the job. So I thought that the new generation should come in this industry. This industry has a huge potential to grow, but the people are not is still focusing. But I think as an D2O, we established this is an established brand, and I want to share that because we have some great numbers. We last week we calculated what we have impacted, what we have done. We have done more than 120 lead projects in India, already 120 already certified. Right now, the more than 300 projects are running on. Similarly, for IGBC, more than 250 projects we are doing right now. So several, and similarly in the design and when I calculated how many countries we are working, and we calculated around 25 countries presence right now we have, and we are working in that. So this is all because of the and I hope that this always blessings and the support always keep showering us, because we are still I would say startup. We have a great mentors, but we want to grow more. We want to be a global company, and that's our focus. That's the reason we established our system very fast. Every department is so that's the reason I think we thought to make such kind of a building, because when we talk about a consulting company organization, it's very difficult to find such place in India, that because the people always focus, but we invested our lot of time, lot of money in the building, and we thought that we should make something better on it. So I want to tell before starting our official inauguration, but that is something, the story of the D2O. But thanks to Mahesh, traveling across the world, and I think thank you so much for making your time available for this conference, especially city like in Jaipur, tier 2 city, because a lot of metro cities talking about sustainability, but still tier 2 cities are very far. We have several dignitaries in this dice and who are well supported. We have Dharkar sir, Richie sir, Kamal Bhawani sir, Jyotirmay sir, because I remember my days when ISHRE president I become. Sir was the member who always motivated to activate young engineers like us who are working to active in the ISHRE and ASHRE. And this is something I really thanks to ISHRE, FSI, ASHRE, who given me a lot of love from the industry. The entire industry for the D2O is become a, like sometimes the people say the D2O is not a brand, is like a is kind of whole people are talking about. Everyone is talking about D2O in that way, because we are well connected with the people with their hearts. Not only just business, we talk all with our employees also, our alumni. You will not believe, a lot of people, sometimes the people say the company leave, they forget the company. I'm very happy to share we have around 200 alumni also in the group, and sometimes our alumni gives the works to us that Ashu sir and Kushagar sir, you have done something for our career. We want to. This is the opportunity where you can work, and this is the power of growth. I believe in it. So this is a stakeholder collaboration, and we are doing every single day. So today's conference conclave, we want to focus because GNFZ and D2O plays an important role together, and we are fortunate that we got a first rating as a rating for the energy assessment as a net zero, because this building what we have constructed, you will get a entire story of this building also later, but we are celebrating together GNFZ D2O this success. We got a best energy efficiency and a net zero category for assessment award, and I think Mahesh will talk about it. So this is I request each one of you, please feel free to ask anything anytime, but we want your support and blessings every time, then we can grow. And after 10 years I would urge that the similar conferences we will do in the multiple offices in India or abroad also, not only there in Canada and everywhere. So that's my overall thinking. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ashu. That's a great one, and I think we can have one more clap for Ashu and Kushagra and the whole D2O team, because the journey of 12 years from 2013 to till now was not easy. So we have started by 2 and now we have 200 plus. So I think that's a great milestone that all we have achieved. So thank you so much, everyone, for supporting us in this journey. Moving forward, we have I would like to invite Mr. Mahesh Ramanujam, who is the CEO and the president of Global Network for Zero. And thank you so much, sir, for coming to India and presenting this conclave to Jaipur, the Pink City. We are very sorry. So we are very fortunate to have you here in Pink City and have you here in our office. So thank you so much, sir. And now he will be sharing his insights on vision for net zero India, building sector transformation and regional partnership. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anuj. Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a place to be. I don't want to make it a big speech because we're in a cozy setting, so we'll just have a dialogue. First of all, congratulations to Ashu. It's true that he has got so much energy. We can see it in his voice, we can see it in his passion, and the man pours his heart out, and the good work is visible. So we're very grateful for that, and while staying humble and being active on Instagram simultaneously. Yeah, I don't know how he does it all. And, so I am very delighted to be in Jaipur because this is my second trip to Jaipur. The first time I visited was Kradai had a conference here, a conclave here, and I met his other partner there, Rishabh Kasliwal.
Yes, yes.
So I met him at that time, and then this is the second time I'm going to Jaipur, and I kept telling him that "Mujhe bulao yaar, bulao Jaipur." I have a lot of people here, but I was waiting for him to invite me, and I'm glad he invited me for a very good reason. The good reason to celebrate the finest example that we can set for this country. I had prepared a lot of remarks. My team has prepared a good amount of presentation. I think we'll reserve that presentation. I think all the audience here knows enough about sustainability, policy, numbers. I think all of you know that. So me repeating that would be, I think, will make me look smart, but it'll make me boring equally as well. So I thought, the whole day has been a day of inspiration. What I like about what Ashu, Kushagra, and of course, Anuj, everybody has done is that they have demonstrated you can run a great business based on his own words, but also you can give back, because we must give back to this country in as best as we can. Because after COVID, one of the starkest differences that I realized was, sorry to bring a little bit of a negative moment, if we have to experience something similar to COVID ever again, I don't think the world is in a position to take it, because we proved ourselves very clearly during COVID. We were not make that vision within this room. The power to make that vision sits with leaders like Ashu, who are pushing very hard on the ground to make things happen. So I wrote something in 2018 when I was giving a speech in Chile at that time. So we were introducing at that time the concept of cities, sustainable cities and communities. And that is why I was just searching while you were talking. That speech came to my mind. I wrote that pretty real time while I was sitting in the room. They said, you have to come and speak about cities. Okay, what will I tell about Chile? So I'm just going to read it exactly what I wrote that day. And I believe it's very relevant for Jaipur today. And that's a story I would like to challenge Ashu and team to take it further. So please allow me to just read what I wrote. So let's go deep into ourselves and think about something very profound. Imagine this. Imagine a city that is performing at the highest levels possible and is a global model for how cities are planned, developed, operated, and measured. A city whose buildings, neighborhoods, businesses, and communities are as sustainable as possible and prioritizes and enhances human health while saving energy, water, and waste. A city powered by the cleanest and most reliable energy. A city where every child learns in a green school. A city that is affordable for even the poorest. A city that has accomplished the lofty goal of a sustainable future for all. And I don't need to replace any words as I speak with you today. This is true today. This will be true for 10 years from now. This will be true for another 30 years when we hit our net zero goal of 2050. Hopefully, we'll do it earlier than the rest of the world in 2047. Because I believe a Viksit Bharat that is not a net zero Bharat is not a Viksit Bharat at all. So we have to make sure a Viksit net zero Bharat happens by 2047. Why I say this is because I am very proud that these guys have taken the charter to really prove this through their own asset. This building getting into net zero is not a joke. All the practitioners are there, more intelligent, more competent, and more accomplished people are in this room who know how difficult, hard work it is. And it is not getting some numbers right. It is about putting real conviction, making things happen, and putting real money behind it. So you get a better use for money elsewhere, but you chose to put it in this building. And that is something that I celebrate today. And the fact of the day is today we are going to talk about two things. One, they have created a net zero energy building. And this conversation started barely 6 months ago. And that's one metric they were able to do it right here with, I would call, fairly limited resources that they have. And they were able to prove that this can be done. That means it's a replicable example, right? I always believe that what gets measured gets done, what gets done gets improved, what gets improved gets replicated, and what gets replicated delivers transformation at scale. That's the mantra. So measurement is there. Improvement is there already because everyday improvement is happening. Third, scalability is there in terms of replication. And of course, transformation is there. So they are leading the transformation from the front. Now, how do we know that they are leading the transformation from the front? Comes the second example. They just got recently for one of their projects in Mauritius. They have taken it. I don't know how these guys do that. I think you guys watch them on all social media. The famous thing they used to do is like flying to now Bangladesh, and then Ashu will put a chat behind that. Then immediately Anuj will come back and say, I'm flying to Las Vegas. He's the only guy I know that who is having honeymoon for 5 years. Not done. He's still going. I tell him, so it's like he's always. I told him every single time. I give him a hard time. I just love the fact that he lives his full life by showing that we can have fun and we can do some good work in the market. So having that work, they've taken it all the way from Rajasthan to the boundaries of Mauritius, and they got on a villa certified to net zero energy as well. So why this is important is because in 2014, when I stepped into India, and at that time I talked about lead with IGBC and all, we were barely 100 projects at that time. Today, 5,420 projects. In Jaipur, you have 100 projects. You have been a front runner. You have been a pioneer. You go to Delhi airport, triple time certified. You go to Bangalore airport, it's triple time certified. It's a net zero airport also. You go to Mumbai, net zero certified. You go to Hyderabad, net zero certified. Infosys campus, net zero. LEED certified. I'm talking about all these LEED certifications because transformation is possible, good work is possible, and I believe that through this good work we can demonstrate to the rest of the world that India is not just doing it for itself. India is leading from the front for the rest of the world. This is one problem that we can solve for the rest of the world, and I hope this becomes our leadership story. This becomes our impact story. This becomes our contribution to the world. So I want to congratulate today Ashu, Rushagra, and of course Anuj, and the rest of the team, and of course their families also. They are big contributors. I don't know how these guys keep this brutal life schedule and keep the work-life balance also. So doing all these things to their entire team, I wish them really well. I wish them more successes, and I hope they will triple their number, quadruple their number, realize a 10x vision in really creating that impact and bringing people all along. So congratulations. Thank you so much. Everybody who started this.
All right. So thank you so much, sir. I think that's a great insights on the vision for the Net Zero India and the Viksit Bharat 2047. And all the highlights, all the good wishes that you have given to D2O that is helping us to grow further. And I think that is required from all the stakeholders who are present here. Thank you so much for supporting D2O and all the team members. With the support of yours, we are growing. Moving forward, I think I have a video also which we would like to showcase. Let me just play a video here. It's a back, right? Just go. Yeah, it's a video. I'll just.
I am delighted to announce that our strategic partner, Design to Occupancy, a company always at the forefront of sustainable development for their clients, is now setting an extraordinary benchmark by committing to net zero for their own headquarters in Jaipur. They go an extra mile to reimagining the spaces in which we live, work, and play. In an effort to create a lasting beacon of sustainable building practices, the company has joined hands with GNFZ to achieve net zero design and construction under the energy category.
Oh, I'll just.
Today I'm happy to share that my own building has got this recognition as a net zero in energy assessment. And that building's not only just on energy efficiency, it is a building envelope which we created, that is entire heat is coming inside the building is very less. So that is the first step, and the second step that how we can reduce the carbon emission. So entire building will be covered by the solar power. So that's how we created as a net zero building. Net zero certification is a must required in India because every big corporate is having a target by 2030, 2040, but there is no benchmark the people can follow to become net zero. And GNFZ have a net zero energy, net zero water, net zero waste, and for the businesses and the portfolios as well, which actually impact a lot. And this is the need of an hour.
Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you like the video, and thanks to GNFZ team for creating this one. Moving forward, we have a great influencer of our industry and a great personality of our industry, Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, who is the president of Pankaj Dharkar and Associates. So I think he doesn't need any great introduction because he is in this industry since I think more than 4 decades, sir, right? So sir, I think you just share us like your insights about D2 as well as your insights about the green future. I'll just share his video. I just want to share his video first. Give me a minute. Everyone who are all online, who can see my screen. Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Life is a journey, not a destination. Each small step gives the motivation, energy, and confidence to take the next step. Walking in nature provides the space to think more freely and creatively. Beauty of nature contributes to immense pleasure and energy. My garden of flowers is my garden of thoughts and dreams. Nature is most precious gift God has given to us. I honestly feel a need to sing sometimes. It's so gratifying and enjoyable. दीवाना हुआ बादल सावन की घटा छाई. Having your family by your side makes the journey of life more fulfilling. Success is not just about destination but the journey and who you share it with. Blessings of God and parents both are very important in life. Praying to God every day makes me humble and kind. I believe that work is worship. Respect and value your work as much as you would worship God. There are no shortcuts in life. You have to keep on working hard each day. In a world that constantly evolves, we have to keep moving forward, embracing growth and overcoming challenges. Only hard work, dedication, motivation, and perseverance can give you success in life. Rewards and recognition are important, but the sense of accomplishment comes from deep within, which gives real happiness. I hope to continue to inspire our nation's youth to pursue science, technology, and engineering for a bright future. Dream big, stay positive, work extremely hard, and enjoy the journey of life. So thank you, first of all, Ashu Kushagra, to invite me over here and be part of this great day. I think, as Mahesh ji said, I think we are really blessed to have some dynamic leaders in the nation for the build engineering industry. And I must congratulate all the D2O team. Of course, you have some wonderful team here. We can see the energy in this room. And at this point, I must also thank Richie. Many years back, when my daughter was about to leave India, and by that time started green building consultancy work, and I had a vacuum, and it was a time when Richie kind of introduced me to Kushagra and Richie and Ashu, and we started working from that day. I think we have not looked back, and I'm so grateful to both of them for working with us and giving so many important milestone project of my life to the country. So once again, thank you very much. And I'll be very brief.
Yes, and he will change. He will change.
You can
Just the mouse to
So I think we all know that we have a very important milestone, 2070, and as you said very rightly, 2047 as.
Give me a minute. I'll just.
You can change. Yeah, I'll change. No problem. Please go ahead.
You can do that?
I can do that.
So I think we all know these targets. Next.
Anuj, I think you have to do.
Why is it?
Do the
Again.
I need to move very
Sir,
fast.
I'm doing.
So I think for our economic growth, I think we all understand the construction market is already crossing these numbers, which were put up a few months back. Next. And we all understand that air conditioning, which is one of important component of this build engineering in the environment, is also growing at 16% CAGR, and some of the countries, bigger companies are also moving 30% plus, 40% plus. But this is also speaking about what problems we are going to get, I think, because we are growing, we cannot be stopped, and it is also going to add to the global warming. Thanks. These are some hard numbers which are very, very important, but this graph is now started shooting up very fast, and this is something which we all have to understand. And next, and you can see these numbers where India stands third in terms of global emission but our numbers, if you compare per person, are quite low. But however, our numbers are going to dramatically change because the standards of living are changing, and air conditioning is considered to be no more luxury, and we can see those with the growth numbers, and they are directly connected. So these numbers are going to really drastically change as we move towards 2030, and therefore, next, our Prime Minister has set up a target of reducing carbon emission by $1 billion, and this is where the entire team over here has a very important role to play. Because if this has to be achieved, I think huge amount of work needs to be done, and therefore I must thank the GNFZ team for putting focus on India. So my thanks to you, sir. Thank you. Of course, I am going to present you two case studies very quickly. I'll be very fast. This is something which I am associated with, and I will like them at a given time. We should get associated. You don't have the video for this?
Sir, we have. You want to be video?
Yeah, first in the video to give the perception of this project. This project is very dear to Prime Minister, and in fact he was at site just 10 days back to review. In fact, every 3 weeks there is a meeting which is attended by him personally or VC, and either Chief Minister or Minister of Shipping is present with us at physically. And that is the seriousness his project has taken, because he wants people to know how rich was India before 400 years going down towards 4,000 years.
फ्रेंड्स, वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज कमेटी का ये कार्यक्रम भारत के लिए एक गौरवशाली उपलब्धि से जुड़ा है। मैं जिस गुजरात राज्य से आता हूं, वहां धोलावीरा और लोथल जैसे स्थान है। धोलावीरा में 3000 से 1500 BCE पहले जिस तरह की अर्बन प्लानिंग थी, जिस तरह का वाटर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम और व्यवस्थाएं थी, वो 21वीं सदी में भी एक्सपर्ट्स को हैरान करते हैं। लोथल में भी दुर्ग और लोअर टाउन की प्लानिंग, स्ट्रीट और ड्रेन्स की व्यवस्था, ये उस प्राचीन सभ्यता के आधुनिक स्तर को बताता है।
Only for transporting this and installing it and decommissioning. You can see from inside how they are. You are seeing the visualization versus where we stand. And progress. All created. This is the effect of first rain, which last year we got. We want to make it like to take me there. Yes. I think this is one of the most important project taking shape in the country, and also we expect that by March we start first phase of it. Government has also approved second and third phase. So hopefully what you are seeing is all going to happen. But I've been fortunate to work on this project for all engineering services. Can we just quickly go through our It's a good long presentation. Currently, we are going with the Graha 5-star certification. On water balance, this is very important to understand that this several thousand years back, Lothal used to be a port. Today, it is 60 kilometers away from the sea. And that entire patch from Lothal till Bhavnagar is all arid land. It is a salty land. Any water drop falling onto it will become a kind of sea water. My hardness is go about 25,000. So it is a salty terrain. So whatever is what we have done is entire this area is filled with close to 2 meter land, and then everything coming there by rain getting captured. What is falling onto it, each drop we are capturing. In fact, the water body what you saw is created there. Of course, government did work very fast on this. We got 70 kilometer of pipeline for Narmada. We got HT line 66 kVA commissioned in just 1 month, 1 year time. We have rainwater, all possible options we have done. You can see beautiful landscaping, but below that we have gone with this Japanese technology to store water. We have open ponds also. On the electrical side, we have state-of-art substations which are in place. We have close to 8,000 kV of solar plant. We had planned for solar thermal desalination plant because whatever water is adjoining, whatever comes inside, we will be doing with solar desalination. This is something 4.4 megawatt of solar is already getting positioned there. On the fire protection, of course, all technologies are taking care of safety and security of, because we are expecting thousands of people visiting there. In fact, government has now created, announced, and they are about to commission a station there so that from Ahmedabad you can come by train. Also, the highways are made 4-way. So all this is infrastructure which you can see the real photographs. On IBMS, we are going to capture. In fact, on the smoke side, we are having VESDA system for early detection, and entire building management platform is state of art, so that we are able to measure water, air, energy, and water, whatever is getting consumed. A very detailed study on air conditioning. We have radiant system in major areas, which is integrated with the structure. Next. This is what has happened there with DOS systems and state-of-art systems. Next. And this is work under execution. We have now, of course, advanced this. In fact, 10 days back when Prime Minister was there, we have more photographs which I couldn't capture here, but it is moving extremely fast. The other project which I want to showcase was handed over to the nation. I was fortunate to work with eminent architect B.V. Doshi sir. He is no more, but for his life, I was so fortunate that I got associated with this project, because this will, while the museum should become the largest museum, net zero museum of the world, this will also become the largest net zero university of the nation, and probably it will rate somewhere in the world also. So here we had earlier conceived geothermal. We had considered that the entire west of Rajgir district gets converted to the biogas, and then we run CHP. Along with that, the energy and water, chilled water will be produced. One component is balance. The geothermal is executed. The entire study was done here for yearly consumptions, and we are again here. So 8,800 kV of PV, solar PV already installed. Can go next. The radiants are put below the sports track, the football grounds and hockey grounds, and all that is being used with water-cooled VRVs. The entire rejection is happening. So you can see all aspects of, but most important is beautiful structure, which B.V. Doshi Saab has trained it. The energy analysis is, it is now being monitored. Next. So I think the time was short, so I tried to capture what, these are two universities, I mean, large campuses which we thought we must showcase. And once again, thank you, Ashu. I think, so wonderful. So what, can you go back? I think I have a lot of youngsters here. So what I have initiated last year, in fact, that video was, can you go back?
Yes, sir. I'm just putting.
So last year, I initiated this, I created my corpus, and I want to inspire my young architects, people who are working in sustainability, and also HVAC and R, the refrigeration, air conditioning, ventilation. I created this corpus and the award, and I must tell all of you that the first award was won by no other person but Ashu Gupta.
Thank you, sir.
He was my first recipient of the award. We had 7 awardees here. It had gone to more than 1.25 lakh likes. And this year again, it is due on 29th of November. So I'm requesting the young professionals here, they come forward, apply. And of course, I just got a confirmation from Mahesh that he is going to support this cause.
Of course.
And of course, on the same day, we are having a net zero conference on 29th of November. So I'm inviting all of you to come to Ahmedabad. And of course, sir, I'm taking that GNFZ is supporting this initiative.
You should. We are.
Thank you.
Supporting.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for the great. I'll just. All right. So thank you so much, sir, for the great case studies and I think the award thing that you have mentioned. So I think we have more than 80 people also on the live call. So the people who are listening to me, who have listened to Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, please apply for that award, which is for all the people below 40 years. So you can apply for that award. And thank you so much, sir, for the great words that you have shared with us. So I think now we have our special guest here, Dr. Soumya Gurjar. Okay, we are still. Okay. All right. So. All right. So as per the agenda, we have a celebrating D2O's milestone. So I think I'll hand over to Gitanjali for this.
It's fine. It's fine. So I think we've spoken enough about D2O. Yes.
Everybody on the online community.
Yeah. Now I'm just giving a short introduction. We've spoken enough of D2O's leadership in building this net zero energy building, and we're just here to celebrate your leadership of what you've achieved. The story that we heard from Ashu and the entire team's efforts, it's a milestone in itself. And now I'd just like to invite Mahesh to hand over the certificate for net zero design for energy.
I request my all partners to join this, please. Yeah.
I'd like to invite the entire team of D2O to receive the
Rahul, Mohit, Ankur, Anuj.
Ajay.
Let's give them a big round of applause.
Architect of the building. How can we go?
Please.
And sir, what's the please? This is our award, sir. All of us has put a lot of efforts to make this building.
If you don't come, we'll assign you 2 more buildings to pay. We have to do better than this. One more round of applause. Thanks. Don't move. After the picture. Yeah, got it. This is for this. This is for this building, D2O. The next certification is for the Mauritius building that I have. Yeah, there is a.
Yes.
So you know, he gets to do the cool job. The project itself is not receiving the certificate. He is receiving the certificate. That's even better.
I think Anuj, you were involved in this project.
Yes. and it's especially for a villa, in a very hard to create environment. So I think it's a good example.
That's your villa, Ashu?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So mine is next. Great.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you so much, GNFZ team, for the great support and the award that we have received today. So can we have a big round of applause for everyone present here and online? So, this is the first event which is we are hosting in our D2 SDC, as well as the hybrid event. It is not just a physical, it's a hybrid event. People have joined us from different part of the India as well as from the different part of the world. So I think I am very happy to host this event. Next, moving forward, as per our agenda, we have Mr. Kiran Bose. I think he could not join us today physically, but he is with us online. Let me just take him on the board. I'll just. I think he is here. Let me just make it to panelist. So Kiran sir, hope you are able to listen me, and I think you can unmute now.
Before he's starting, I just want to introduce him to everyone because Kiran sir is a South Asia head for the Hilton hotels. I think he want to come. Yesterday night he got fever, but because he has been to this building, he was very. I think he was mentoring me that Ashu, that you have made a very good impactful. So Hilton hotels, we are doing multiple hotels in India for the Hilton. So he wants to say some few words. So Kiran sir, I think you are making him right.
Yes, he is here. Kiran sir, you can unmute now.
He's going to talk.
Okay. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please.
sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, thanks, Ashu, for inviting me, and thank Anuj for taking this line. I am very thankful to all of you for having me on this panel. So in my role as Director of Engineering Operations for the South Asia region, I look after India, Kathmandu, and Sri Lanka, all the Hilton hotels. I have a slight presentation to do if Ashu, I'm trying to do that now. How do I do that?
Yeah, sir, I'm just giving you the rights for the panelist. You just take the panelist rights. Give me a minute. I'll just. Yes, sir. You can now share the screen. Just try it out. And you can share your video also if you can, so that the people can view here. Kiran sir, are you here?
He's on mute.
He's on mute.
Yeah, I think I've asked him. Yes, he's here. Sir, you can present now.
Well, I'm trying to put my slides in, Ashu, and I cannot get in the slides in there. How do I share my slide?
Sir, now try it out once again.
Cannot get in there. I'm trying to share my slides, Ashu.
Sir, I think if you can WhatsApp me the slides right now, we can present on behalf of you, or either you can speak. Can you hear me, sir?
I'm trying to do that, Anuj. Let's see. Can I do it on a Teams call, or I don't know how to do that now?
So you just share the slides to me or the email or the WhatsApp if you can.
Try it out. I think it's too big a file to go on the email, Ashu.
Okay. Just send me an email. All right, so I think we can come again on your presentation. So we can have the next presentation first, then we can come to the current presentation. Then once I get it.
Kiran sir, like in the meantime, you just share the presentation to me, and in the I think we'll take another part of the agenda, and then I'll take you further.
Okay.
If it is fine with you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So moving forward, I think Kiran sir will share the presentation shortly. Moving forward, we have our one more mentor with us. We have Mr. Richie Mittal, sir. So he is a managing director of Overdrive Engineering Private Limited. So, sir, can you just share your insights, your views about D2O? And I think he has provided immense support for us, like Dharkar, sir. So, sir, over to you.
So thank you very much. I think I will go long back. Pankaj said 2013, Ashu and Kushal met me. And there were a lot of things going on with his old company, I believe. So I told them, I said, you have to move forward. And that's the time we worked together and we picked up first job, which we finished after 10 years. I remember. The green building, I think we got platinum. It was, and they would Kanidi, Lotus Circle, and whatever. It really took us 10 years to complete that job. But anyways, I think that journey started, and I'm so really proud to see what Ashu and Kushal have done. They have expanded their family from 2 to 200 plus. So I have no other words to say that the hard work, the leadership skill, and honesty and humbleness is what brings you to this level. I've seen a lot of people. I've met a lot of other people who also met me that time, but I haven't seen them. They did earn well, but they went somewhere else. In the sense that you have to be humble. You can be very big, you can be very whatever you call it. But if you are not humble, if you do not respect, you will never come to respect. That is what I will say. And these 2-3 things is what you see here. I'm so happy to see this building. I saw it 2 years back when they were building. And we are working together in almost all fronts. And they are my team, and I'm part of this team. And I'll continue to be together. And I wish all the very best. And I think the next time we meet, it will be more than better.
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you for that.
All right. So moving forward.
So I think the presentation is still not came from.
He has sent me on the email. I'll just try it out if I can. Give me a minute. I'll just. Moving forward, we have our special guest, Colonel Bhavani Singh ji, who is the president of Mayo Old Boys Society. So, sir, thank you so much for joining us today. And can we have a big round of applause for sir?
I think the introduction is incomplete. I introduced sir, apart from being a very active alumnus of Mayo, sir has served in the presidential guard and three presidents. Apart from that, he runs a air quality company, trying to purify air and make us breathe easy. So a lot behind his belt. The introduction did not do the justice, but sir.
Thank you, Kushagra. And I think we should be celebrating all of you rather than us. I got introduced to D2O, Ashu, Kushagra, the team, because I'm on the chair. I chaired the Mayo College committee. We are a 150-year-old school. We are celebrating it this November. And we decided, or we realized how important sustainability was. And we understood nothing about it. And so they both came. We are working on water sustainability, energy efficiency. I'm learning all the new names: Ashtray, Net Zero. And we do have probably one of the first AI labs which is coming up in the country for a school. which is being set up by an alumnus, Deep Kapuria from High-Tech Gas. But more importantly, he's got a person who worked with Andrew Ng. Those who don't know who he is, he's the founder of the AI. He's the founder of AI, who Elon Musk bought it over. So we may be 150 years old, but we want to move in, and D2O is playing a very, very important role in that aspect. So grateful to them. They're teaching us everything. So you spoke on water management. We also have brackish water in your college. And when the pool was constructed about 150 years back, the water table was probably 150 feet below. Today, because of Bisalpur Dam coming, various other reasons, our water tables come up to 17 feet and 18 feet. So seepage, water things. I'm letting out technical words which I don't understand much about. Leader survey, I think, they're doing to analyze how the water is getting accumulated, how do we get rid of it. So, and I was pleasantly surprised when I came to here. Kushagra had already connected with my team in Delhi, and we hopefully will work together. We don't breathe easy, that's a competition. We all breathe the same air. And the difference is we don't recirculate the same air inside. We get in ambient air from outside, wash it for spores, viruses, and other such impurities. Ensure when you're sitting in a room like this, the CO2 levels build up. I don't know whether you're carrying a magic air with you, but we can. So we ensure that the CO2 levels and other gases matter also gets taken care of. So I'm sure my colleagues will connect with you, and we are the next generation. We call ourselves a company of engineers and soldiers because the course mate of mine have teamed up with a bunch of. That's why I did. I did serve in the army. I was fortunate to have been there. I'm retired now for over 20 years. 15 years I've led a retired life. Played golf and did very much little else. But now sustainability, clean air, and environment has taken over. So thank you. I think love to catch up with all of you. Sumit and Siddhant, my colleagues are there. Please stand up. So they are the people who work. I just talk. So please connect with them. We'll be happy to come and clean the things. And more importantly, when you're talking of HVAC, we've just proven it. We're not talking it. We've just done a project in Delhi where, in addition to cleaning the air, we've also reduced the consumption of electricity in the HVAC system by 90%. Am I correct? Yes. So we take care of, when you talk of net zero, we take care of electrical consumption also. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for. I think
we can move. Still the consultation is not here, so we can move next. Technical glitches. I think you.
I think Kiran sir, are you here with us?
You can just ask, tell me, yeah.
Can you see my screen now? Okay, all right. So that's how it is. So
We can see your screen, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
okay, thank you. So thank you that we have got it through now. So basically, this is a program which we call Hilton Travel with Purpose and Decarbonization. So you can see that the travel and tourism accounts for 11% of the global GDP. And 1 in 10 jobs is shared by our industry. But our collective negative impact also continues to grow as travel and tourism contribute almost 9% of total carbon emissions. Yeah. Our piece of pie is growing where global emissions increased by 1.5%. The travel and tourism sector has increased by 3.5%. That's the story which I'm showing to you on the screen. We have got about 8,500 properties across 140 countries, 492,000 team members, and 224 million guests. And this is going to increase. And you can see the carbon footprint close by on the screen. So our program is basically known as Travel with Purpose. And as I told you that this is our founder Conrad's Hilton foundation was to spread the light and warmth of the hospitality to the world. The belief is at the heart of everything we do at Hilton, and it drives our Travel with Purpose strategy. As a part of Travel with Purpose, we are committed to reduce the carbon emissions to 75% by 2030, water and waste by 2030. We are the first major hospitality company to set verified science-based targets to cut our emissions in line with the global climate goals and embedded into how we operate this. So I'm trying to go back to the other slide, again back here, which of course says about emissions, about the jobs we do. So basically, this is how we are realizing our founding purpose to fill the earth with light of warmth and hospitality and driving positive impact. So as Mahesh has told very clearly that we need to measure. If we cannot measure, we cannot monitor. That's the most important thing. So the tool here, sustainable hotel operations don't have to be glamorous and impactful. As a part of our brand standards, since 2009, every Hilton hotel has to report their energy waste and water utilities into our measuring and reporting platform, Lightstay. So basically, all the hotels, they put in the figures, and then there is a target which is generated by AI, and it goes into details. For example, we have got 2 hotels in Jaipur, the Hilton Jaipur Hotel and the Double Tree at Kukas. So, for example, when you're talking about Rajasthan, we have got intense heat coming up to 48 to 52 degrees and intense cold going up to 2 degrees. So the AI will look into the entire building structure and will, of course, develop a target so that we can understand our electricity consumption and water consumption. So in addition, we also have 3 ongoing projects on energy, water, and waste reductions at any hotel at any time. So basically, we try to espouse that please measure what you do. In fact, as I rightly said, that without measuring, we are not moving ahead. And then in addition that we have our hotels team members who are the volunteers or champions. The rich information, high team member engagement empowers us sustainability efforts and has given us the longest, most comprehensive sustainability data based on the hospitality industry. So we can say that very clearly that since 2009, we have saved $1.4 billion. That's what we have been doing. So we are getting to this is a science-based target I've been speaking about, and you can see where we started and where we are now. So that is the goal, and we keep this happening. And thanks to people like Ashu and Anuj, who have been helping us to achieve this, I must say that. Because Ashu is involved with all the buildings which Hilton does now. He is our testing and commissioning expert. He's our fire life safety expert. So thank you, Ashu, for doing a great job. And there he supports us. So it's a great job. So to achieve net zero, so we have to achieve net zero. How we do that? So we have got what we do here now and how we plan for the future. So first we comply up with the light state brand standard, keeping aware of what data is measured, embedding behavior change to conserve energy. The cheapest energy in the world is not used. The human behavior is so important. Going to the micros, controlling temperature set point to what is appropriate to local climate occupancy, and switching off what is not in use. Same as I told you about Jaipur, for example. And ensuring high efficiency and quality placement that offer lower whole of life cost. So also, as you can see from this slide, carbon, carrier opportunities, donations, volunteer projects, water and waste. So this is what we have been doing. And that is, I want to again tell that Hilton is a big company with about 8,500 hotels. So we are there to make the impact and we have to do it. And thanks to people like Ashu and of course, Pankaj, who has been really helping us out to do this. So there we are. Light stay, ensure total compliance system, question abnormal consumption, share successful projects. So in light stay, when we see that there is an abnormal consumption at the end of the month, we have to ensure that all the stakeholders, especially the engineers, they get a data sheet which says that what they are not in and how they can work to get it in line. Behavior change, implement back to basics, appoint an energy champion, devise and apply energy action plans. Now, these energy action plans are basically checklists made to see where we can get our energy cost less and where you can conserve. Controls, adjust set points, appropriate to occupancy and weather conditions, only switch on what is needed and when is needed. Efficiency projects, implement linear projects, improve controls, ensure high efficiency placements. Then looking forward, electrification, we are looking at gas powered, we're looking at green project procurement, we're looking at on-site renewables. In fact, some of hotels are on 100% renewables or 100%, they have a power purchase agreement. Hilton Chennai is there and Conrad Bangalore is there. The challenge we face in hotels in different areas, they came after different regulations. For example, the tariff calculations for Pune is different than tariff calculations for Chennai, for example. So these are the challenges which we try to pave off, and we see that we are working in that direction. So as you can see, as Ashu keeps on saying to me, and I'm very thankful that I had a visit to his facility. As you can see that sustainable building benefits 8 to 18% of asset value, resilience, customer satisfaction, reputation, quality, environmental and social performance. So that is where we are. Thank you, Ashu. If anybody has any questions, you can ask me offline or you can get me on my email, which Ashu and Anuj can share. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mahesh.
Thank you so much, sir. I think your presence, because you want to be a in-person presence and you already done your tickets and everything, but we are missing you. But of course, please get well soon because you have a high fever. But even though you came as a presentation as you committed, but looking forward to have you host you in person whenever you come next time to Jaipur, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I will also join, sir.
Pankaj, thank you very much. You are a legend. We have to learn from you. And Mahesh, thank you very much.
Learning from you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Moving forward, let me just, moving forward, we have our Ruchi Sneha who is the Vice President of Technical Development, GNFZ. She will be presenting on Part 2 Net Zero GNFZ certifications approach. Let me just share my screen again.
Welcome everyone. I'm Ruchi and I'm with Global Network for Zero. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this regional conclave here. And I am so glad to see so many stakeholders here. Definitely D2O's journey is very well being shown with all the support that they are, which we are witnessing in this room today. They themselves have been doing all the great work in sustainability field, and they then have embarked upon the net zero journey for their office. So I've been part of that project as well, and I can say that it's a great building. Anuj and Ashu and Kushagra, you have done a great job here. So can we move on to the next slide, please? So here at Global Network for Zero, our mission is to build a sustainable future where zero emissions are not just a goal, but a reality. Next, please. The transition to net zero. So the transition to net zero is very critical. It definitely poses a lot of threat, but it also gives us a lot of opportunities to unlock the innovation, jobs, and how to inbuild the economic resilience globally. Here at Global Network for Zero, we are trying to solve the climate crisis as a collaborative effort. And for this, we have actually looked into the 4-pillar framework for climate action, which is Paris Agreement, which defines our global destination. UN SDGs that links climate justice and equity, and globally, all the countries, cities, states, they're all following it. GHG protocol that gives the credible standard for tracking the emissions, and SBTI has been, giving direction to the corporates in achieving net zero. Yeah. So let me take a moment to understand the emissions snapshot of Rajasthan here. And Rajasthan as a state has both climate challenge as well as climate energy opportunity. It contributes roughly to 4 to 5% of India's total GHG emissions. That might sound modest, but given its vast geography and industrial base, it is a significant footprint, where energy is dominating in all the net zero emission, in the emissions that we are seeing here. So, next slide, please. Rajasthan presently contributes. We looked at what has been Rajasthan's net zero vision, and it presently contributes nearly 28% of India's solar capacity and 10% of wind capacity, making it a cornerstone of national 500 gigawatt renewable energy goal. Rajasthan's clean energy push has been guided by 2023-24 policies, which is targeting 125 gigawatt of renewable energy through solar, wind, hybrid, storage, and different renewable energy sources. So the target has been to achieve almost 60 to 70% of renewable power generation by 2030. We also have seen that there's a lot of push in EV, which aims at 25% of all new vehicles to be EV by 2025 and full public transport electrification by 2030. The target is 2,000 kilotons of green hydrogen production, which is also a very ambitious goal. Next, please. So here, GNFZ is trying to support and believes in impactful climate action begins with a clear vision and a collaborative roadmap, and that's what I think everyone here in this room is trying to do. Speak. GNFZ is building a robust implementation ecosystem. We support stakeholders at every stage of their net zero journey, and we are a certification body, and we ensure credibility by fostering network for knowledge sharing, following the universal standards for consistency, and we also provide acceleration platform. So we have an online platform which can be used by projects to to fill in their data, see their their emissions, and then take steps towards net zero emissions. So our goal is to make net zero accessible, achievable, and measurable for all. So here today I'm going to talk about the certification program that we have. We are building, and we've launched it for buildings, and we are working on the businesses aspect of it. Please. So, net zero certification for buildings is a comprehensive framework to demonstrate that a new building is designed and constructed as a net zero building across one or more of the following categories. So, we have focused on the major categories that are energy, water, waste, and emissions. Net zero for buildings, this we have launched for all the phases of a project, that is design, construction, and operations. And I would want to say that we are now also accepted by TRESP and recognized by them. So each certificate contributes to the scoring for TRESP. If your project is going for TRESP, then you can also demonstrate how you are contributing through our program. Next, please. So I would. Right. So I was talking about the 4 categories, that is energy, water, waste, and emissions. We address all the phases: design, construction, and operation. The certification phases are then, there are 3 certification phases for each of these. So if it is design, then we have, again, we assess a project, which is the first phase. Then we, phase 2 is planning. So after the assessment, looking at what is business as usual for your project, we will support you, and with the support of your consultant, you can develop your plan to achieve net zero certification. And the third one is actually certifying. So we will be accepting all your documentation, whatever work you've done, and then we certify. So that happens at all 3 stages, whether it's at a project is at design phase, construction phase, or operations phase. And finally, these are the different kinds of certificates that are offered. So if you look at design, we have assessment and final certificate. So that is what we've given for D2O office. And then we have construction certificate as well. So that is net zero assessment, net zero plan, progressive milestone certificates. Then we have renewable energy and carbon offset certificate. And then final, likewise for operation as well. So one of the things that I want to highlight here, at GNFZ, we try to recognize, or we want to recognize every step that a project is taking, because net zero journey is long. It's typically for many years for big projects, especially if you're in operation stage. So we recognize different stages of a project so that there is enthusiasm and momentum that continues. I'll just dive a bit into each of these. And so net zero emissions, decarbonizing the ecosystem. So very quickly, what we look here at is net zero emissions achieved when annual scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions are fully balanced by verified removals or offsets. And the overview here is that we look at all the 3 scopes of the emission. And key principles are definitely no net zero annual increase in atmospheric GHG. So we go by these 3 principles that we work around on developing the net zero plan. This is something that we have developed, or we haven't developed, but these are the equations that are, that has to be filled and fulfilled by any project that is coming for net zero, which is very clearly that whatever the emissions that you are reducing, how are you mitigating it and finally achieving zero? So you have to demonstrate that as a project. And these are the different milestone certificates that are offered, which I just showed in one of the summary slides before. And so this is the detail of what is net zero design, what happens in net zero construction, and what happens in net zero operations. Likewise, we have net zero energy. Again, the definition here is a building achieves net zero energy when annual energy use is equal to renewable energy production, whether it's on-site or off-site. So in totality, how are you able to achieve? Likewise, we have the equations that has to be equated to zero, and we look at how a project is doing it. We support the consultants in this entire process. And then again, we have these certificates that are offered. Net zero water is achieved. Now, water is another very critical aspect that is, category that everyone finds difficult to achieve. So one of my friends is here. I don't know, I think she's not in Rome, but she's doing a project, Dhun. And she was talking about how they have already worked on the water, and they have enough green infrastructure, blue infrastructure that has been developed in the site. So probably even before they've gone for net zero or any certification, they have already, kept it in mind and planned. It is critical, especially in a place like Rajasthan, it is critical to look at it. So net zero water is achieved when annual water consumption is balanced by alternative sources of water, like whether it's recycled water, treated rainwater, resulting in annual water consumption as zero. Very tricky thing to achieve. I'm sure everyone agrees with that. So we have, again, here we've looked at water balance equation. So whenever there is a project that comes up, that wants to do net zero water, we look at all the water sources that is there, how they can eventually achieve net zero water.
So with us, we have Honorable Mayor Nagar Nigam Greater Jaipur. So thank you so much, Dr. Ma'am, for joining us here. Can we have a big round of applause for ma'am? So to just invite Honorable Ma'am, so we have Dr. Sudipti Arora, who is an ESG advisor and who is an assistant director at Dr. B. Lal Group. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So hi everyone, good evening. My name is Dr. Sudipti Arora. I'm an environmental research scientist, social entrepreneur and ESG advisor. I'm working at the intersection of science, sustainability and social impact. Through my work with Practice and as a partner at Admin Advisory, I've been driving projects on zero waste, wastewater treatment, ESG reporting and climate resolutions across India. So I believe that my life's mission is very simple: to make sustainability a way of life. Now it's a true privilege to welcome you all to the Regional Roundtable Conference on Net Zero Buildings, hosted by Global Network for Zero that we have been hearing about just now, and designed to occupancy. So today, under the theme Greener Together, we are here to celebrate a vision of the world where progress and planet walk hand in hand. We all know that at this time, when climate change is no longer a distant threat but a lived reality, when cities are heating up, rainfall patterns are shifting, and the air we breathe grows thinner, we can no longer afford to wait. And the transition to a net zero future is not just a technical ambition. I think and we all believe that it's our moral responsibility. So exactly this roundtable is all about this, bringing together architects, policymakers, engineers, innovators, leaders, and public policy leaders to discuss how we can make net zero building not an exception, but the new norm for India's future. And I'm completely honored and privileged to welcome you all to this conference. And I'm excited and honored to welcome our chief guest for the day, Dr. Soumya Gurjar ma'am, the Mayor of Jaipur. What makes today's event even more special is presence of someone whose life and work truly embody the spirit of commitment, leadership, and care. Our chief guest, Dr. Soumya Gurjar ma'am, is not just only a public leader, she is a change maker who leads with both heart and conviction. She has been really instrumental in strengthening Jaipur image, the pink city, as a city that blends its glorious heritage with modern sustainability goals. We all have seen ma'am when ma'am goes above and beyond in every role she plays, whether it's driving civic initiatives, empowering women, or addressing community needs with sensitivity and action. We have seen her working day and night, visiting wards, solving problems, inspiring everyone around her through her sheer energy and compassion. So when we invited her for today's event, despite her incredibly busy schedule, she graciously accepted to honor us here with her presence, and that speaks volume about you, ma'am, about your belief in this very important cause of net zero. Because leaders like you don't just talk about sustainability, they live it. They lead it and they make others believe in it too. As we gather here to build partnership for a net zero India and net zero Rajasthan, let us remember this movement is not just about buildings. This movement is about people, not just about carbon, but compassion. And in that journey, ma'am, your leadership lights the way for many of us. With that, I would like to narrate a very small poem that I've written for you. In the heart of Pink City, where the sunsets gleam, walks a leader who carries a dream. Through streets and storm, her spirit grows. Where others pause, her purpose flows. She builds not just walls, but futures bright, balancing growth with nature's right. When home feels light, her light breaks through. A leader, a woman strong and true. No cape, no crown, yet Jaipur will say, she shaped her tomorrow in her quiet way. Dr. Soumya, your fire, your faith, your grace make Jaipur's future a greener place. And ma'am, your light was always show how one strong women can make a city glow. So ma'am, entire team at GNFZ and Design for Occupancy, we thank you for your time, your presence, and your inspiring example of sustainability. Together, we may continue to make Jaipur a shining model of sustainable living, a city that breathes hope, balance, and beauty in the heart of India. So now, may I request you, I'll share.
So I think we have Kushak. All right. So before ma'am share her words with everyone, so I request Mayor ma'am, please join us for the lamp lighting. And with ma'am, I would like to invite Dr. Sudipti Arora ji, Colonel Bhavani Singh ji, Pankaj Harkar sir ji, and Richie sir, Jyotirmay Mathur ji, and Mahesh sir. Thank you so much. Please also join us for this lamp lighting. And Ashwin Kushagra.
Okay.
But we have team. We have Mr. President with us. Right. We don't need to worry. That's your first.
Mahesh sir, are you please? What crowded है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Mind away.
आइए बहुत सारे उसमें है
और दोनों धर्म पर के आगे से आपकी अभी आगे आइए दोनों की सॉरी अभी आइए
Monal Bhavi and Shruti Bhavi, please join us.
Yeah. I will might now go up and remind us.
I think so. Yeah. उसको बाहर सब काम नहीं करता है
नहीं मैम देयर इज द थ्रेशोल्ड डिसेबल कराया तो मॉडरेट
So thank you so much, everyone who joined us for the lamp lighting. I request please take your seats, everyone. So moving forward, so we have Dr. Soumya Gurjar ma'am, Honorable Mayor, Nagar Nigam, Greater Jaipur. So to felicitate her, I would like to request Ashu Gupta to just felicitate her. Yeah, can we have a big round of applause for once again for ma'am? Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, we have Mr. Mahesh Ramanujam, who is the CEO and President of GNFZ. So, can we have a Kushagra to felicitate him? Thank you so much, sir, for your support, for your guidance. First, next we have Mr. Pankaj Dhakar, who is one of the mentor, and I request Miss Monal to felicitate her. Miss Monal and Shruti, ma'am, please also join us. All right, next we have Colonel Bhavani Singh ji. So I request my colleague Mohit to felicitate him. Who was also working well. And next we have Mr. Rishi Mittal, and I request my colleague Ankur to felicitate him. So now we have we are lucky to have ma'am here, so I request ma'am. Yeah, I think ma'am, you can just share your insights and the kind words with us, like about Jaipur and all, like what's your, because this. I think
माइक की जरूरत मुझे नहीं लगता पड़ेगी आवाज
online people actually, yeah, more than 60 people online.
हाँ, एक तो सबसे मुझे लग रहा बहुत एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर चर्चा हो रही थी और मैं काफी लेट आई हूँ, जैसा लगा। लेट आने का कारण था आज सर्वाइकल वैक्सीन, कैंसर का जो वैक्सीन है वो पाक विस्थापित जो हिंदू है और कुछ हमारे स्वच्छता योद्धा जिनकी बेटियां 9 से 14 साल की, उनको 300 बच्चियों को वैक्सीन अभी लगवा कर आई निःशुल्क। हमारे जो हेल्थ मिनिस्टर है वो साथ में थे, तो उस कार्यक्रम में थोड़ा सा विलंब हो गया कि जब बात बेटियों की आती है और उनको बहुत छोटी छोटी बच्चियां वैक्सीन लगते हैं, तो आपको पता है कि कितना समय भी लेती हैं और माँ होने के नाते थोड़ी सी जिम्मेदारी बढ़ जाती। तो मुझे अच्छा लगा, मुझे सुदीप्ति जी ने मुझे बताया कि ये जो बिल्डिंग है ये नेट जीरो कॉन्सेप्ट पे बनी हुई है, वो भी क्यों नहीं, हमें समय रहते हुए इस विषय पर फिर से हमें सोचना पड़ेगा। अगर हम आज नहीं सोचेंगे तो हमारा कल जो है वो अंधकार में होगा और आने वाली पीढ़ी है वो हमें माफ नहीं करेगी कि हमें ये कैसा जो प्लेनेट दिया और उसके साथ में इतना खिलवाड़ करके आपने अपने आर्ट को प्रदूषित कर दिया, अपने वाटर को लाइफ नहीं छोड़ा पीने के लिए, अपने हवा को भी नहीं छोड़ा। तो हमें ये राइट टाइम है सोचने के लिए और यही समय है और सही समय है जिस पर आप सभी चर्चा कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमारे विचार जो है देश के विचार, हम सोचेंगे हम अलग अलग थ्योरी लेकर आएंगे, अच्छा वेस्टर्न थ्योरी लेकर आएंगे, अच्छा उन्होंने ऐसा किया, पर अगर हम हमारे देश के मूल में अगर हम जाते हैं और हम जाते हैं हजारों साल पहले जाते हैं, तो हमारे कल्चर में कभी था ही नहीं। हमने धरती को माँ माना, उसकी पूजा की, उसका भाव पूजा करने वाले देवी के सिर्फ फर्क नहीं है, यानी वो हमें हमारा ध्यान कर रही है, धरती मतलब जो हमें धारण कर रही है और जो धारण कर रही है यानी उसमें कितना धैर्य होगा, तो हम उनको थैंक यू कैसे बोले। तो हम उनको माइनिंग जो ये बहुत सारी चीजें जो हम निकाल कब तक निकालेंगे, ये सारे संसाधन है, ये सीमित है, तो हमें थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा, अपनी आवश्यकताओं को मिनिमाइज करना पड़ेगा, कम करना पड़ेगा। इसी के साथ में अगर वायु की बात करते हैं तो हमें डेवलपमेंट चाहिए, हमें फैक्ट्रीज खोलना है, हमें ये करना है, वो करना है, अब इतना धुआं कहाँ जाएगा। और ठहरने को, जैसे अभी हमारा वेस्ट में एक एनर्जी प्लांट है वो लालियावास बना है, तो उसमें उन्होंने कहा कि अच्छा एयर को भी हम ट्रीट करके वापस छोड़ रहे हैं, क्या उसके पैरामीटर सही है क्या, हम इतना जो वेस्ट है वो जनरेट क्यों करें, जिसको ट्रीट करने के लिए हमें फिर से उसको उसके धुएं को भी ट्रीट करके फिर से छोड़ना पड़ता है। तो छोटी छोटी चीजों को हमें सोचना पड़ेगा कि हम लोग जहाँ जल देवता, वायु देवता, धरती माता ये सब मानते हैं, तो वो क्या भाव हम रखते हैं क्या, जिनको पूछते हैं उनके लिए हमारी ड्यूटी बनती है कि खिलवाड़ नहीं करें। और जैसे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने ये विकसित भारत बनाना है, पर उसके लिए संकल्प क्या होना चाहिए कि पंच प्रण जो है वो हमें निभाने हैं। तो उसमें हमें स्वदेशी अपनाना है, हमें गुलामी की जंजीरों को तोड़ना है। हम उसमें गुलामी की ब्रिटिशर्स आए, हम पर रूल करके गए और हम अभी भी उनकी जंजीरों में बंधे हुए हैं। उनके एजुकेशन सिस्टम को हमें अच्छा लग रहा है, हमें लग रहा है वही जेंटलमैन है और उन्हीं के ही कपड़े अच्छे हैं। हम लोग तो से नहीं, हमारे कपड़े, हमारा महात्मा गांधी जी ने जो खादी का संकल्प दिया, जो काला पाया पूरा, हम उसको पहनते हैं। हमारे नेचर के अकॉर्डिंग, हमारे क्लाइमेट के अकॉर्डिंग, हमारे शरीर को सूट करता है, इसलिए हम पहनते हैं। कंफर्ट देता है हमें हमारी वेस्ट, और जो आपको कंफर्ट देता है वो आपके लिए सही है। जो वातावरण है जिसमें हमारा जो खान पान है, ऐसा नहीं कि हमारी जो और चीजें हैं कि आप ये बनाइए, वो ये योगर्ट, नहीं, हमारा असली अन्न है, मोटा अन्न है, वो हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है, हमें लेना चाहिए। कुछ वेस्टर्न थ्योरी के लिए इंडियंस जो है वो बहुत डीप फ्राई करके खाते हैं, इस तरह है, और ये नहीं खाना चाहिए। तो उनको पूछो कि उनके लिए डीप फ्राई करने के लिए वो घी था भी क्या उनके पास, मतलब वो घी जिसको, क्योंकि वो उनके पास वो बटर जो बनाया हुआ एनिमल पे, उसके साथ में जो आपका रूम टेम्परेचर में जम जाता है, हमारा घी जो है आप गर्मियों में देखिए अपने आप पिघल जाता है वो कहीं भी। आजकल तो डाइजेस्टिव फिर से आपने बताना शुरू कर दिया कि आपके लिए घी आप सुबह सुबह उठकर पानी में पिएंगे तो आपकी बॉडी को अच्छा रहेगा, आपकी स्किन को अच्छा रहेगा। ये सब हमारे विचार जो है, मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम फिर से हमें हमारी जड़ों में देखना होगा, हमारी संस्कृति क्या है उसको अपनाना होगा। हम अपनी विरासत पे गर्व करें और एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक बने का, पंचकर्म में लिखा है जिम्मेदार नागरिक बने का कर्तव्य निभाएं। तो हम बहुत सारी चीजें तो करते गवर्नमेंट ये नहीं कर रही है, वो नहीं कर रही है, ऐसा होना चाहिए वैसा होना चाहिए, पर क्या हम अपनी ड्यूटी जो है वो निभा रहे हैं क्या? तो हमें भी अपनी ड्यूटी है वो निभानी है, तो सबको साथ में मिलकर काम करना है। और नगर निगम के मेयर होने के नाते, जैसे आप शहर, आप इंदौर से आए हैं और आपके पिताश्री भी इंदौर के काफी लंबे समय मेयर रहे हैं, और इंदौर तो बहुत स्वच्छ शहर है और वो स्वच्छतम शहर है। तो स्वच्छतम शहर क्या ऐसे ही बनता है, मतलब उसके लिए आप बहुत मेहनत की, कॉर्पोरेशन ने मेहनत की, उसके साथ में वहाँ के लोगों में जागरूकता आई है। आज इंदौर के अंदर कोई भी व्यक्ति कहीं भी अगर कुछ भी फेंक कर जाता है तो इंदौर वासी उसका पीछा करते हैं, तो बोलते हैं कि उठाइए लेकर जाइए। तो हमें ये सोचना पड़ेगा, क्या जयपुर वाले पीछा पीछा करते हैं क्या, या कोई अदर कोई सिटी पीछा करते? अगर हमने ओनरशिप लेना शुरू कर दिया तो ये संभव ही नहीं है। इंदौर के अंदर 56 दुकान है, वहां आप जाइए, वहां सब स्टील के बर्तन यूज करते हैं। तो प्लास्टिक तो हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है, प्लास्टिक तो हमारे भारत में नहीं था ही नहीं, ये तो कहाँ से आया है, हमने उसको बहुत गर्व के साथ अडॉप्ट कर दिया और हम यूज करते हैं, यूज एंड थ्रो। तो ये थ्रो हम कहाँ करेंगे, किसके ऊपर करेंगे, कब तक? तो हमारे कल्चर में तो मिट्टी के बर्तन, सिंधु घाटी सभ्यता के अंदर हमने देखा मिट्टी के बर्तन निकले, तो वो यूज किए हमने, जो पर्यावरण के लिए बिल्कुल भी नुकसानदायक नहीं, वापस उसी में मिट्टी में मिल जाते हैं। हमने कांसे के बर्तन यूज किए, सोने के, चांदी के, जैसे जैसे समय आया वैसे वैसे हमने यूज किया। तो ये हमारी विचार है, और भारत के विचार को अगर हम अपनाएंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि पूरा देश जो है, पूरा विश्व है, वो भारत को फॉलो करेगा। और स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने ऐसे ही कहा, 21वीं सदी भारत की सदी है। वो इसलिए है कि भारत का पुनर्जागरण शुरू हो रहा है, और वो हम लोगों को अपने कल्चर को, अपनी संस्कृति को बचाना है, हमारे विचार को बचाना है, और उसको स्प्रेड करेंगे ज्यादा से ज्यादा, तो लोग फॉलो करेंगे। अभी पूरा विश्व लड़ रहा है एक दूसरे से, आप देखिए दो दो देश लड़ रहे हैं आपस में, वो क्योंकि वो अशांति फैला रहे हैं, उनके वेपन्स बिक रहे हैं। ट्रम्प जी को ऐसी परवाह है कि उनके बस बिकना चाहिए, तेल किसी और से नहीं लेना चाहिए, टैरिफ लगाएंगे। तो ये भारत जो है, अभी मैं भी स्वदेश के अपनाने की उस पर की, स्वदेश की तरह हमारे लोग काम करते हैं। हम यहाँ से अच्छी कॉलेजेस से पास आउट होकर हम किसी और देश में जाकर उसको सर्विस दे रहे हैं, और अभी वो वापस भेज रहे हैं, क्या वो आप क्या अपने देश में जाइए। ऐसे ऐसे डायमंड्स जो हैं उनको हमें फिर से हमारे देश के भारत मार्केट माता के मुंह पे पड़ेंगे, इसको स्थापित करना है। तो इसके लिए हम सबको मिलकर काम करना है। मैं आपका सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ, आप देश के अलग अलग कोने से यहाँ आए हैं, और ये गुलाबी नगरी जयपुर है जिसको आप देख रहे हैं, इसमें व्यवस्थाओं में थोड़ा सुधार करना है। हम भी इस बार 16वें स्थान पर आए हैं ऑल इंडिया में। इंडस्ट्रियल अवार्ड भी हमने जीता है राष्ट्रपति जी के सानिध्य के अंदर, अभी परंतु अभी भी और काम करना बाकी है। शहर बढ़ रहा है, आवश्यकता बढ़ रही है। अब शहर को, मुझे कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है, हालांकि मैं आपसे विचार से बिल्कुल अलग, शहर को क्यों बढ़ना चाहिए? शहर को उतना ही होना चाहिए, गाँव को गाँव ही रहना चाहिए, वहाँ सारी सुविधाएं होनी चाहिए। अगर कोई आदमी को काम करना है, वो वहाँ शहर में करके अपने गाँव तक जा सके, उसके लिए वो यातायात होना चाहिए, उसके लिए सारी फैसिलिटी होनी चाहिए, वहाँ के बच्चों के लिए स्कूल और सब हॉस्पिटल्स होना चाहिए, ताकि जो एक प्रारूप है, एक जो शहर को, क्योंकि हम कब तक कहाँ तक बढ़ाएंगे? फिर ऐसा होगा कि हम धरती कम पड़ने लग जाएगी, हम चंद्रमा पर जा रहे हैं, वहां तलाश कर रहे हैं कि हम जीवन का तत्व है वहां में, क्या वहां रह सकते हैं, क्या वहां से हम मंगल पर देखेंगे, कहाँ तक जाएंगे, और जहां जहां जा रहे हैं उसके दुष्परिणाम जो है वो हमारे सामने है। अभी आप ये अक्टूबर लास्ट, मतलब अक्टूबर इसी के अंदर इतनी बारिश हो रही है, आप सोचिए, और जून जुलाई के अंदर 50 डिग्री टेम्परेचर। तो अगर हमने ऐसे ही किया तो आगे आने वाले समय में हम तो अंदर बाहर निकल ही नहीं सकते हैं, हम तो कैप्सूल में रहना पड़ेगा, बाहर जाते हैं पिघल जाएंगे। तो ये डेवलपमेंट, ये सब किसके लिए? हमें, हमारे लिए। तो हमें जीना है तो हमें थोड़े से अनुशासित होकर और भारत के विचार में जिए तो हम सब आगे बढ़ेंगे, और भारत जैसे विकसित राष्ट्र जो है वो बनने के कगार पे हैं। और 5वें नंबर पर हमारी अर्थव्यवस्था आज भी पे भी आएंगे, ये हमारी सभी है, तो हम सब मिलकर एक साथ में काम करेंगे। और मुझे यहाँ आपसे मिलकर सबसे बड़ा अच्छा लगा। मैं चाहूंगी कि एक दो कोई अच्छे इस विषय के ऊपर बोलने के लिए हो, तो सुदीप्ति जी, मैं सुनना चाहूंगी कि आपका क्या है। मैं चाहूंगी कि मैं
Ma'am, so thank you so much for enlightening, and I think आप लेट नहीं आए, आप बहुत उचित समय पे आए, क्योंकि अब वी वांट टू शेयर कि हमने इस बिल्डिंग में जो आपने बोला कि लोकल हमें यूज करना है, हमें उन गुलाबी की जंजीरों से बाहर निकलना है। आई थिंक कुछ चीजें हैं जो हमने इस बिल्डिंग में करने की कोशिश।
मैंने बहुत ज्यादा नहीं देखा, मैंने इस बिल्डिंग के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा जाना नहीं, स्वीकृति लगातार बोली कि आपको इनवाइट करने आना है, पर मुझे टाइम नहीं मिल पाया। पर मैं जहाँ भी जाती हूँ बहुत देखते हुए, तो एक मुझे 3 आर्ट रिड्यूस का मुझे दिखा ऊपर, जो सीमेंट वाली जो ऐसे रीयूज ऐसा कुछ नजर आया मुझे। इसके साथ मुझे जूट से कुछ बने हुए ऊपर पैनल्स जो है वो मुझे नजर आए। कुछ मुझे अंदर कुछ ऐसे प्लांट जो है, जो स्नैक प्लांट, ये सब ये भी मुझे नजर आए, जो ऑक्सीजन और इसको।
तो मैम वी शेयर दैट जर्नी विद यू।
हाँ, मैं देखना चाहूंगी, और इसका कुछ अगर वो बिल्डिंग के बारे में कुछ
बिल्कुल, तो प्रेजेंटेशन है
या
द प्रेजेंटेशन
आई हैव
तो
give me a minute I'll just
we can start.
1506 mayor conference.
I'm just putting for the live people.
तो मैडम मेयर इज हियर, एंड सबसे जो बहुचर्चित विषय है जिसके बारे में जिसने भी बिल्डिंग बनाई है उसने जरूर बात की है।
ये बिल्डिंग किसने बनाई है?
बिल्डिंग यहाँ बैठे लोगों ने बनाई है। गौरव अग्रवाल सर हैं IIM में, ये हमारे कृष्ण हिमांशु सर हैं, ये लैंडस्केप कंसल्टेंट हैं। तो जो आपने पौधे देखे, सुशांत है यंग आर्किटेक्ट, प्रोजेक्ट आर्किटेक्ट, इंजीनियरिंग पूरी हमने की है, इसके ग्रीन पूरा हमने किया है। तो
इसका मतलब मैं सही जगह हूँ।
मैं उसी से स्टार्ट करने वाला था मैम कि आप यू हेड ऑफ कॉर्पोरेशन।
साल पुराना है, उस वक्त मैंने ही कुछ इस तरह की चीजें देखी। अच्छा ठीक है, कहाँ कहाँ से क्या क्या आए हुए हैं, बूढ़े और सब चीजें ना, कि हवा महल से क्या लिया, ऐसे करके हवा महल की जरूरी। परंतु मुझे अब लगा कि मेरा घर ऐसा होना चाहिए। अब उस पर प्लानिंग करेंगे, नेक्स्ट मंथ प्लानिंग करने जा रही हूँ कि उसमें ना लाइट की जरूरत हो मुझे, ना मुझे एयर कंडीशन की जरूरत हो। ऐसा हो कि सनलाइट आए, दिन में लाइट की आवश्यकता नहीं हो, दिन में मुझे ऐसे ऑन करना नहीं पड़े, नॉर्मल पंखे के अंदर भी काम ऐसा चल सके, इस तरह का घर चाहिए था मुझे।
सबसे पहले तो हम आपको हमारे ऑफिस बुलाएंगे, कोई दिन में लाइट ना जलानी पड़े वाली फीलिंग देने के लिए।
अभी सूरत में गई, वहाँ ग्रीन लैब मुकेश भाई पटेल जी का एक फैक्ट्री थी, वहाँ देखा कि वो ऊपर से सनलाइट आ रही है, बिल्कुल सोलर से पूरा चल रहा है, उनका कोई ऐसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के लिए अलग से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं, तो ऐसा बहुत अच्छा लगा।
And so इस presentation के बाद I would also request 10 minutes of your time to show you the building from ground.
आज सबसे पहले हमने खुद से ही बोला था कि मेरे को पूरी बिल्डिंग का टूर चाहिए।
तो being the head of a municipal corporation, सबसे जो बहुत चर्चित विषय है वो है bylaws. And bylaws पे हम हमेशा बात करते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि bylaws follow करना difficult है, छोटी बिल्डिंग में fire tanker movement नहीं हो सकता, लैंड नहीं है। तो जो प्रोजेक्ट आर्किटेक्ट हैं सुशांत, he will tell you a little about the concept, bylaws and क्या हमने कैसे इस बिल्डिंग में bylaws, अगर कोई आर्किटेक्चर का स्टूडेंट आए तो किताब लेके bylaws को कैसे देख सकता है और कैसे उसकी ब्यूटी को रियलाइज।
So, hi, Sushant. I'm the project architect. Am I audible? Yeah. So, जब भी प्रोजेक्ट इंसेप्ट हुआ, कंसीव हुआ, तो दो बड़े प्रॉब्लम्स थे, दो बड़े चैलेंजेस थे। First, the plot size was 25 meters by 32 meters, somewhat 818 square meters or something. अब उसमें bylaws में challenges है कि we have to leave setback. आगे से 5 मीटर छोड़ दो, पीछे से 5 मीटर छोड़ दो, साइड से चारों साइड से 5-5 मीटर छोड़ दो। अब बचा क्या? एक स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ एरिया, ठीक है। लेकिन हमारी लेबर भाग गई। अरे अभी आ गया देखो सर। सो ये भी बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस हैं जो थ्रू आउट दिस प्रेजेंटेशन आपको प्रेजेंट करेंगे, जो प्रैक्टिकल चैलेंजेस हमने फेस किए, ना कि सिर्फ ड्राइंग बोर्ड पे एक्चुअल चैलेंजेस हमने फेस किए। यू विल गेट ग्लिम्स ऑफ ऑल दैट इन दिस प्रेजेंटेशन। तो आई थिंक वी स्क्रिप्टेड, या हाँ, तो फिर 5 मीटर आगे से छोड़ दिया, 5 मीटर पीछे छोड़ दिया, बचा कितना? 15 मीटर बचा। उसमें कैसे बना? उसमें हमें पानी की टंकियां भी देनी है, उसमें हमें रैम्प भी देनी है, सब कुछ करना है। लेकिन बायलॉज इस तरह से डिजाइन्ड है, इफ अगर थोड़ा डाइव डीप करते हैं उसके अंदर, तो अपनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज साथ लेके आते हैं। सेटबैक में हमें रैम्प देना अलाउड होता है, सेटबैक में हमें सर्विसेज देने अलाउड होते हैं, सेटबैक में हमें वाटर टैंक्स देने अलाउड होते हैं। तो हमने इस बिल्डिंग में क्या किया है कि हमारे बिल्डिंग के 3 तरफ रैम्प है, इस सेटबैक में अलाउड है, उसी रैंप के नीचे हमारी सारी सर्विसेज टक्ड इन है। फर्स्ट इज नॉट इनफ लैंड टू बिल्ड, जो सेटबैक के बाद जगह बच रही है दैट इज इनफ टू बिल्ड द बिल्डेबल स्पेस। उसके अलावा जो भी सर्विसेज या एंसिलरी सपोर्ट है बिल्डिंग का, वी कैन टक एवरीथिंग इन दैट। जस्ट डू वी नीड टू गो बिलो बेसमेंट? जनरली बिल्डिंग्स में क्या करते हैं, वाटर टैंक्स यहाँ पे बनाते हैं, बेसमेंट लेवल बनाए, बेसमेंट लेवल के फिर नीचे खोदते हैं। तो उससे 2-3 चीजें होती हैं। जैसे जैसे हम स्ट्रेटा के नीचे जाते रहते हैं, तो वहां पे एक अपना इकोसिस्टम है, जो कि वहां पे माइक्रोब्स हैं, अलग अलग वो चीजें हैं जो डिस्टर्ब होती हैं। तो व्हाट वी डिड इज कि हम बेसमेंट लेवल तक गए, और जो हमारी रैंप है जो कि 0 से बेसमेंट के बीच में है, हमारे सारे वाटर टैंक्स उधर ही हैं। तो ना सिर्फ हमने जगह बचाई, हमने काफी ज्यादा पैसे भी बचाए बेसमेंट के नीचे डक करने की वजह से। Then we go to the third point, grandeur versus cost, view or lesser flow. So we get a certain FAR, हमें एक certain FAR मिलता है 2 generally in this area and 2.15 if we are a platinum rated building। अगर हम green certified है तो हमें 2.15 FAR मिला, लेकिन हमें हाइट मिली 18 मीटर। अब हमारे पास ये क्वेश्चन था कि हम FAR हमारा 4 फ्लोर में कंज्यूम हो जा रहा था, 4 फ्लोर में जितना FAR मिल रहा था वो कंज्यूम हो रहा था। तो हमारे पास ये अपॉर्चुनिटी हमको लगी कि हमारे पास अभी एक्स्ट्रा 3-3.5 मीटर बचा है बनाने के लिए। तो उसमें हमने क्या किया, आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे जो हमारा सेंट्रल कटआउट है, कोर्टयार्ड है, इफ यू जस्ट कैन गो दिस द फर्स्ट आइडिया, तो आप देखेंगे जो सेंट्रल कोर्टयार्ड है, कटआउट है, वो कटआउट देने से और 4th फ्लोर को डबल हाइट करने से वो जो एक्स्ट्रा FAR था उसको हम हाइट में यूज कर पाए। तो ये जो डबल हाइट ग्रैंड स्पेस आपको अपने लेफ्ट में दिख रहा है, उससे एक अच्छा इम्पैक्ट है और अच्छा कोर्टयार्ड स्पेस हमें मिला व्यूज के लिए।
तो कई बार ये चैलेंज आता है कि हमारे आसपास बिल्डिंग्स बन जाती हैं, तो हमें देखने के लिए सिर्फ एक बिल्डिंग स्ट्रक्चर मिलता है, तो व्यूज मिले, लोग जब काम करें तो उनको एक रिलैक्सिंग व्यू मिले, उसके लिए भी गिव द कोर्टयार्ड विद आल्सो हेल्प।
सो वी बॉट ऑल आवर व्यूज इनवर्ड्स, हमारे खुद की। और ये कोर्टयार्ड का जो कांसेप्ट है, जो कि बायलॉज अकेले नहीं है, बायलॉज को हमें कंसेप्ट के साथ मर्ज करना है। तो ये उस प्रेजेंटेशन का एम है कि बायलॉज और बिल्डिंग के कंसेप्ट को कैसे मर्ज किया जाए। तो जो कोर्टयार्ड है, जो कि राजस्थान का बहुत एक आइकॉनिक डिजाइन एलिमेंट है, उसको हमने इंट्रोड्यूस किया। जैसे सर ने बताया कि हमारे व्यूज इनवर्ड्स आ गए और वो एक लाइट शेल्फ की तरह एक्ट किया, जो ग्लेयर नहीं दे रहा है लेकिन सिर्फ लाइट दे रहा है।
वो राजस्थान का क्या मतलब हमारा वास्तु है, वास्तु में हम कहते हैं कि ब्रह्म स्थान है, वो खुला हुआ होना चाहिए, तो हम कोर्टयार्ड के रूप में उसको करते हैं। बट उससे सनलाइट और कितना इफेक्ट जो है वो देता
तो मैम वही जैसे आप बोल रहे थे कि इस पूरी बिल्डिंग में 6 या 7 बजे से पहले आपको एक भी लाइट ऑन नहीं दिखेगी। थ्रू आउट द बिल्डिंग एक भी लाइट ऑन नहीं होती है, सारी सब
Even in the basement.
Even in the basement, our basement is very good lit. Yeah. So where do I park my car? So ये इशू आया था कि क्यों हम एक मंजिल ऊपर जा रहे हैं, क्यों हम उतना कॉस्ट लगा रहे हैं, गाड़ियां तो बाहर भी, ये सब वाले इश्यूज आते हैं। लेकिन वी केप्ट इट कि हमें 2 फ्लोर चाहिए बेसमेंट पार्किंग के लिए, तो वी केप्ट दैट फॉर पार्किंग। तो हमने हमारा पूरा बेसमेंट, हमारा पूरा स्ट्रीट इज स्ट्रिक्टली डेडिकेटेड टू पार्किंग। देन वेयर डज माय फूड गो? सो जनरल बिल्डिंग्स में जो 2-3 कंसेप्ट होता है, या तो सेप्टिक लाइन आ रही होती है या कुई बनी होती है। कुई का भी एक सैचुरेशन पॉइंट है। कुई का भी एक सैचुरेशन पॉइंट है कि जैसे अभी पहले अभी लिटिल फर्दर डीप डाइव इनटू इट कि यहाँ का जो सॉइल है उसका पर्कोलेशन रेट बहुत
एक मीटिंग जो है
So I would request
और मीटिंग वही है जो किसी को बिल्डिंग परमिशन चाहिए और वो सब है। वो टाइम रुक जाऊंगी तो
this is an opportunity to invite you again for us to visit the building.
तो मैं बिल्डिंग विजिट करने के लिए आऊंगी।
Definitely.
हाँ, मैं चाहती हूँ कि अगर आपको लगता है कि बिल्डिंग बायलॉज जो है वो ठीक नहीं है या ऐसा कुछ और उनमें होना चाहिए तो वो भी आप दे सकते हो, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट अपनी है, सरकार है।
सेकेंडली लाइक पहले बायलॉज के लिए केवल बिल्डर्स का ही से होता था, बट वी आर थैंकफुल टू विजय वर्गीय साहब हु हैज बीन सीटीपी लास्ट टाइम। ही इज एन आर्किटेक्ट एंड देन सीटीपी। सो सर ने हमको इनवाइट किया, हमारे इंडियन जो आर्किटेक्ट्स वाली बॉडी को हमको इनवाइट किया। वी वर फॉर्चुनेट इनफ कि 2020 के जो बायलॉज हमारे बने थे उसमें आर्किटेक्ट्स की भी से थी। सो इट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड थैंक्स टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ राजस्थान who have invited us as a stakeholder to draft those bylaws. And I think the bylaws of Jaipur is very sorted, very sorted, and thanks to all.
सर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जिस तरह से प्लैटिनम सर्टिफिकेशन तक कुछ एफएआर में कंसेशन है, यदि कोई नेट जीरो अटेम्प्ट कर रहा है उसको और ज्यादा
ज्यादा मिलना चाहिए
जब नेट जीरो पर।
So definitely sir, we can give our insights to ma'am so that it can be into policy.
जो एनवायरमेंट मिनिस्टर है भूपेंद्र यादव जी, उन्होंने अभी वो अलवर में कर रहे हैं कि जो बिल्डिंग जो है नेट जीरो पे है तो उनको कुछ एक्स्ट्रा जो है यूडी टैक्स है उसमें थोड़ा रिलैक्सेशन हो या बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजों कर रहे हैं ताकि लोग इंस्पायर हो, इसी पर काम करें।
So before ma'am leaves, I would request Dhaker sir to facilitate ma'am with the person of
ये बहुत सुंदर लगा।
Thank you.
Thank you.
I request to please take your seats again because we will be completing the story of our building. I think Sushant,
Yeah.
you can take it. All right, if you can join us here, or you can join there. Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next question was, where does the so So अभी little bit deep dive into it कि यहाँ का जो percolation rate है सॉइल का वो बहुत खराब है। अभी तक यहाँ पे सेप्टिक लाइंस नहीं आई, तो आपको कुई इतनी जल्दी मतलब हफ्ते भर से भी कम समय में भर जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ द percolation rate की पानी जा ही नहीं रहा था अंदर। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था। और उसके बाद बिल्डिंग्स में क्या होता है, फिर फ्रेश वाटर यूज करते हैं फ्लशिंग और लैंडस्केपिंग के लिए। सो ये डबल चैलेंजेस है। पहले तो हम 3-4-5 हजार रुपए हर हफ्ते दे रहे कुई खाली कराने के लिए, और फिर हम फ्रेश वाटर जो फ्लशिंग में जा रहा है उसके लिए अलग से पैसे दे रहे हैं। सो दैट कैन बी सॉल्व बाय अ सिंपल सॉल्यूशन व्हिच इज एसटीपी, व्हिच इज सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट। सो वी हैव दैट इन आवर बिल्डिंग। द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज हाइट कहां से कहां है। मैम चलिए एक उनको नोटिस में लाना था हमको एक बार कि बायलॉज और फायर ये दो इम्पोर्टेंट नॉर्म्स हैं जो कि किसी भी बिल्डिंग बनाते समय बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं। बायलॉज में हाई राइज या मिड राइज की डेफिनेशन है 18 मीटर्स और अबव, लेकिन फायर के नॉर्म्स में है 15 मीटर्स एंड अबव। बायलॉज बोलता है कि जो बिल्डिंग की हाइट है वो ग्राउंड जहां पे आपका फर्स्ट ऑक्यूपाइबल स्पेस है, मतलब पार्किंग के अबव, वहां से ली जाएगी, लेकिन फायर बोलता है कि रोड लेवल से ली जाएगी। तो जो दो लॉज हैं जो गाइड कर रही हैं हमको बनाने के लिए, वो दोनों आपस में मैरिड नहीं, आपस में कोलैबोरेटरी नहीं है। सो ये एक चैलेंज हमको फेस आया। सो हमने लेटर्स लिखे, फायर को भी हमने लेटर्स लिखे, यूडीएच को भी, टू सॉर्ट दैट आउट। Now this was all about the concept and bylaws. Now I'll quickly take your time talking about the concept and what's the design idea behind it. Tilted windows or films covered with blinds. So इस किसी भी आप कॉर्पोरेट बिल्डिंग, गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग पे जाते हैं, आपने जनरली देखो बड़ी बड़ी विंडोज होती हैं, उसके ऊपर पर्दे लगे होते हैं और दिन में कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम्स में सारी लाइट्स ऑन रहती है। ये बहुत मेजर चैलेंज था। हमने इस बिल्डिंग को बनाने से पहले काफी ऑफिसेस विजिट किए थे, काफी सारी बिल्डिंग विजिट की थी। हमारा ये था कि ये बिल्डिंग ब्लाइंड फ्री होनी चाहिए, इस बिल्डिंग में हमें कर्टन्स की जरूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए। अब आपने जिसने देखा होगा कि 3 रूम्स में तो है, कैसे बोल रहे हो आप ये? So that's a different challenge। वो अकॉस्टिक चैलेंज की वजह से हमने वहां पे लगाया कि दो तरफ ग्लास थे, एको कर रहे थे, वो कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम्स थे, वहां पे हमें चाहिए था कि साउंड डैम्प हो जाए। अदरवाइज पूरी बिल्डिंग में कहीं पे भी कर्टन्स नहीं है एंड ग्लेयर है, पर 15 से 20 मिनट के लिए 4:15 से 4:30 5 बजे तक। तो जो एक एक विंडो, एक एक ग्लास जहां पे भी प्लेस्ड है, वो उसका वहां पे होने से पहले 10 15 20 डेलाइट सिमुलेशंस हुए हैं कि वहां पे रखना चाहिए, कितना हीट गेन हो रहा है, कितना ग्लेयर आ रहा है, तब जाके एक भी विंडो या एक भी ग्लास प्लेस हुआ। तो हमारा जो साउथ में सारे बफर है, साउथ में हमारा स्टेयरकेस है, साउथ में हमारे लिफ्ट वेल्स है, साउथ में हमारा टॉयलेट है, क्योंकि सबसे हार्श सन साउथ का होता है, वो पूरा बफर कर रखा है। जो विंडोज हैं वो टिल्टेड है टुवर्ड्स ईस्ट। हमारा वेस्ट पूरा ब्रिक जाली से कवर्ड है, जो कि जाली एक जयपुर का बहुत ही प्रोमिनेंट डिजाइन फीचर है, जो ब्रिक जाली से पूरा वेस्ट कवर्ड है। Majority of the windows are in north, that is also DG. Then the birds also needs to fit. So हमारा सर का और आशु सर का सबका डिस्कशन हुआ था बिल्डिंग बनाते समय कि यार ये बिल्डिंग बना रहे हैं हम, एक लैंड पार्सल देख रहे हैं, उस लैंड पार्सल में सिर्फ हम ही ऑक्यूपाई करें तो थोड़ा ग्रीडी है, कोई वाइल्ड लाइफ नेचर के लिए भी थोड़ी स्पेस छोड़नी चाहिए। तो दो चीजें थी, दो प्रिंसिपल्स थे हमारे कि जितना लैंड एरिया हम ऑक्यूपाई करें, that is 8185 square meters, एटलीस्ट उतना फुटप्रिंट पूरी बिल्डिंग में प्लांटेशन का होना चाहिए। तो हिमांशु सर इज हियर, जिनने हमारी बहुत हेल्प की उस क्रंच स्पेस में वो चीज अचीव करने की। तो आप बिल्डिंग में देखेंगे हर नूक एंड कॉर्नर में वी ट्राइड टू place as many plants as possible, and one interesting number that I have, in this building we have 15 plants per person। जो occupancy है एक इंसान पे 15 प्लांट है इस पूरी बिल्डिंग में। So that's a very interesting thing that we have। We don't usually have to use to manufacture for willingness to do that। Then the next point is extra 10 sitting or mini Jaipur। So you see the courtyard in between। So अभी मैं थोड़ी देर पहले उसी की बात कर रहा था। तो हमारे पास वही था कि अगर हम वो courtyard हटा देते तो हमें थोड़ा बड़ा फ्लोर स्पेस मिलता, 10 से 15 एक्स्ट्रा लोग बैठ सकते। लेकिन वो जो स्पेस है जिसने 10 से 15 लोगों की जगह कम करके हमें जो अचीव हुआ है, सो इफ यू नोटिस इट, वो स्पेस इज अ मिनिएचर ऑफ जयपुर। सो यू विल सी अरावली हिल, you will see Banas river, and that all idea is concepted by again Himanshu sir, the landscape engineer, जिनने इंटीग्रेट किया कि जो स्पेस है उसका कुछ मीनिंग हो, कुछ वो रिप्रेजेंट करे। So that's a thing that we have done। Then tile or stone 70 versus 120। तो जो राजस्थान में there are n number of stones which are available, which are locally sourced, hazardous नहीं है, mining में issue नहीं है, और हम अगर टाइल की तरफ जा रहे हैं, so we are not exploring enough options।
और टाइल आती है 35 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट, लगवाई होती है 30 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट, स्टोन आता है मिनिमम से मिनिमम, कोटा स्टोन हटा दीजिए तो 100 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट लगवाई, 90 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट लगवाई, वापस 30-35 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट। तो अब स्टोन लगाएं कि टाइल लगाएं? तो पहले ऊपर से नीचे फिनिश करके वो आए तो पहले टाइल लगाई, but then we realized that tile is it's an evil in its own way because maintenance is difficult and we are going away from nature, we're going away from our own heritage. So then going down, again, Himanshu sir introduced Vijolia, Gaurav sir introduced Mandana. So different architects, different people involved in the project. We got so many different type of stones that now I proudly say to people, even the architecture fraternity, कि आपको किसी घर में जब stones लगवाने हो, प्लीज हमारे ऑफिस में आइए, आपको यहाँ मोटा स्टोन से लेके टाइल तक सारे ऑप्शंस मिलेंगे, सारे कलर्स मिलेंगे, सारे रेंज पैटर्न्स मिलेंगे. Please get them.
There are 18 different local stones which are laid, and one interesting tile which is a carbon tile. So it's a tile made out of carbon capture. वो company chimneys में soot capture करती है and they fuse it into cement tiles and they.
350 रुपए स्क्वायर फीट आती है, so then
Yeah, but again उनसे भी to and fro हुआ था हमारा, तो they are coming with a commercial grade about 150-170 watts. Then terracotta jali movable louvered और wire-cut bricks. तो ये जो elevation देख रहे हैं आप वहाँ पे, इस elevation के पीछे भी स्टोरी, इस elevation का भी एक अपना काफी ज्यादा to and fro हुआ था. सबसे पहले आगे ब्रिक जाली नहीं थी, सबसे आगे ब्रिक जाली सबसे आगे ब्रिक जाली नहीं थी, वहां पे मूवेबल लूवर्स थे which was again made out of plastic waste. मगर वो हमारा ये भी था कि जब बिल्डिंग जयपुर में है, जब बिल्डिंग राजस्थान में है, so it should look and feel like that. Every space, every corner, even the elevation should look कि ये locally, क्योंकि हम जितने भी ऑफिसेज में गए थे, वो ऑफिस दिल्ली में भी हो सकता था, वो सेम ऑफिस गुड़गांव में भी हो सकता था, नोएडा में भी हो सकता था, बैंगलोर में भी हो सकता था, न्यूयॉर्क में भी हो सकता था. उस ऑफिस की अपनी कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं थी. लेकिन इस ऑफिस में हम ये प्राउडली भी कह सकते हैं कि ये लगता है कि ये जयपुर का है. इतने लोकल आर्टिस्ट्स यहाँ पे आए हैं, इतने लोकल स्टोन्स, इतने लोकल आर्टिकल्स, लोकल आर्ट्स लगे हैं इस ऑफिस में, कि ये प्राउडली ओन करता है जयपुर के हेरिटेज को, जयपुर के आइडेंटिटी को. So that's all from my end. So I'd like to push out.
So like Sushant, every architect came in and said कि अब ये लगा दो, अब ये लगा दो, आज एक काम करो, वायर कट ब्रिक लगा दो. नॉर्मली की कॉस्ट 5 रुपए, वायर कट ब्रिक की कॉस्ट 35 रुपए. So this is a balance that each building construction person, everyone who's making a building, whether it's a builder or a factory owner, ये constant choice हमारे पास आती है. The problem that we were able to resolve in our building is we were able to see कि वो 35 रुपए लगा के हम क्या अचीव करें और कहाँ पे हम वो 35 रुपए के इन्वेस्टमेंट को टैंजिबली या इनटैंजिबली वापस गेन करें. तो we can move to the next slide. So इसके बाद कुछ structural designer is not with us right now, but structural level पे भी बहुत सेटिंग का opportunity है. Starting from PT slab, which poses its own challenges. So Ravi, can you tell me your experience about PT slab? What happened with
Yeah. So again, अभी जैसे सर ने कहा था कि ये यहाँ पे जो लोग हैं उनको पता होगा PT slab क्या है. हम बस वो challenges बताएंगे जो PT slab के साथ आते हैं.
हेलो एवरीवन. PT slab आप सभी को पता है, पर जो challenges हमारे साथ फेस हुए वो जैसे कि हमने बेसमेंट की स्लैब कास्ट कर ली, स्टैंड की स्लैब कास्ट कर ली, फर्स्ट ऐसे करते करते हमने जब कास्टिंग करी फिर हमें चैलेंज ये फेस हुआ कि हमें वाइब्रेशंस फील हुए. हमने हमारे गौरव सर के साथ कंसल्ट किया, दीपक सोगानी जो हमारे स्ट्रक्चर सर जी साइड पे आज कारपेंटर नहीं है, मेरा यहाँ एक बार मिल गया प्रेजेंटेशन में वो कर. तो ये जो वाइब्रेशन वाले जो चैलेंजेस है उसको लेके हम भी कंसर्न थे, मैं कंसर्न था, मैंने आगे अप्रोच किया. फिर स्ट्रक्चर कंसल्टेंट के साथ जब बात करी तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो पोस्ट टेंशनिंग है उसमें ये वाइब्रेशंस होते हैं क्योंकि 5 to 10 mm का उनको मार्जिन चाहिए होता है. ये वाली चीज है. तो इस तरह से हमें एग्जीक्यूशन में फर्स्ट टाइम था तो ये चैलेंज.
और फिर हमने स्ट्रक्चर रेडी कर दिया. We were ready to place the wall filling material and हमने एक मटेरियल मंगाया. That was probably our first experiment in the building. The block made of agricultural waste. And फिर क्या हुआ रवि?
वो भी एक अलग ही चीज थी. एग्रोपीट ब्लॉक नाम जैसा अलग है, मैंने भी पहली बार सुना था. जब वो मटेरियल साइट पे आया मैंने देखा कि ये किस तरह का मटेरियल है. एक तो हॉलो, मैं परेशान, मिस्त्री परेशान, इसको प्लेस कैसे करें और एग्रीकल्चर वेस्ट से बना हुआ. जब उसको देखा हमने तो वो बिल्कुल हाथ से पाउडर की तरह हो रहा था। ब्रिक्स देखिए, सबने एसी ब्लॉक्स देखे, एल्यूमिनियम ब्लॉक्स जो थे वो सन ड्राइड थे, हाथ से चूरे की तरह हो रहे थे। फिर वेंडर से बात करी, आगे जब अप्रोच करी तो वो रिजॉल्व हुआ, प्रॉपर सन ड्राइंग नहीं थी उनकी। उसके बाद जैसा कि सुजान ने बताया था कि हमने साउथ साइड में सबसे ज्यादा जहाँ हीट आती है वहां पे एग्रोग्रीन ब्लॉक्स को हमने यूज किया।
तो जब पहली बार एग्रोग्रीन ब्लॉक साइड पे आया, नथिंग अगेंस्ट एग्रोग्रीन, वो चूरा हो गया। और जब वो चूरा हो गया तब मिस्त्री साइड पे थे ब्रिक लगाने के लिए, बट वी सेड वी विल नॉट गिव अप ऑन एग्रोग्रीन, वी विल नॉट गिव अप ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन.
What it looks like now.
Yeah, amazing. And we had the resolve कि हम वो material को आगे तक ले जाएंगे. We take that material to the end. We took north wall since it was more shaded. We put AC blocks there. Meanwhile, we kept sun drying aggregate blocks. We did dip test. We did compressive strength test. बीच में हमने flat brick लगाए, and the wall that you're facing, the wall behind you, is an aggregate wall, block wall. Brilliant performance. Great thermal performance, and AC block में हमारे cracks आए when last year temperature went to 55, but aggregate में thankfully एक भी crack नहीं आया. So experimentation does pay off. Experimentation has its own pros, but it also has its own cons. क्या तवे पे सिर्फ रोटी खाएंगे? तो नहीं, रोटी नहीं खाएंगे, तवे वहाँ पे लगे. That ceiling, pillar slabs, again one more part of this build. How do we hang an AC on a straw board? जैसे हमने एग्रोग्रीन ब्रिक में यूज किया, वैसे ही एग्रोग्रीन सिमिलर एग्रीकल्चरल वेस्ट से बना हुआ एक प्रोडक्ट है, which we use in the partition. Expressions also we use in the partitions, which is a paper honeycomb से बना हुआ प्रोडक्ट. The question is, पेपर से बना हुआ पार्टीशन है. निखिल asked me, सर पेपर बना है, पेपर से बना है, इसको एसी कैसे लटकाएंगे, टनों में आता है एसी. And then what happened, Nikhil? Were you able to hang the AC?
Surprisingly, they hear that lot of things.
But then another thing happened. We applied Vedic paint on agrograde. Vedic paint is very popular. Khadi India is also promoting Vedic paint and Vedic plaster. Lime plaster also we tried. Brilliantly came on one type of boards. But on the straw board, it totally came out. We have left it like that on the third floor in front of the meeting room for you to see that every material may not work everywhere, but every material will work somewhere, and as consultant we should be aware that क्या चीज काम में करना है. And what we failed to achieve is 100% satisfaction of our own people, of the visitors, and I think we'll continue to strive. जाली हमने लगा दी, बट 4:30 बजे का सूरज जो है, हम अभी तो उससे ग्लेयर से नहीं बच पा रहे. तो 4:30 से 5 के जो ग्लेयर है, यहाँ पे मेरे कुछ कलीग खड़े हैं जो उस 4:30 से 5 में कंप्लेंट कर रहे हैं कि उसमें ग्लेयर आ रहा है. The solution has been proposed by sir last night that lunchtime should be shifted from 1:30 to
then everyone will enjoy that glare.
तो इसीलिए सर को हमने साथी या कृष्ण बोला, हम जब भी फंसते हैं सर को सॉल्यूशन बताया करते हैं हमको.
But Kushal, standards also allow you to have satisfaction only up to 90%.
Yeah, 10% भी करवा मत करो. Standards also say that.
So the message that the shaft conveys, the essence of the building is not found in polished surfaces, but in unseen elements. And this is nothing but this is a shaft that this conference room overlooks. And this shaft is the beauty of the planning that we brought to the building through our engineering, through the planning where every plant that we have put in the building is drip irrigated. Everything, whether it's the staircase plants or the boundary wall, drip irrigation has been put in. Starting from a drop of rainwater to the RO waste, starting from sewage treated water to AC condensate water. How do we use every drop of water?
Hi, good evening everyone. तो जब आप कोई एक net zero building design कर रहे हो, no doubt net zero in terms of water and energy both of the things will come. तो सबसे पहले मैं water की बात करूँगा कि आज अगर मुझे एक building design करनी है और वो भी अपनी own building जो कि net zero होगी in terms of water, तो हमें सबसे पहले उसके uses को देखना है, उसके बाद में उसके water के consumption को कैसे कम किया जा सकता है वो देखना है, और फिर मैं कैसे अपने waste water को use कर सकता हूँ. तो सबसे पहले आज मेरे पास एक लिमिटेशन है कि मेरे पास सोर्स ऑफ वाटर क्या है. मेरे पास में आज वाटर की जो अवेलेबिलिटी थी यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट पेमेंट कैसे करूं? पेमेंट भी करवाएंगे. तो द थिंग इज वाटर के लिए मेरे पास लिमिटेड सोर्स थे, वो सोर्स को हमने यूज कर लिया। अब उसके बाद कि उस पानी के लिए यहाँ पे जितना भी वाटर अवेलेबल है इस रीजन में, वो हो सकता है राजस्थान में बहुत सारी जगह भी ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट इस रीजन में प्रॉब्लम है कि हाई टीडीएस। अगर मैं पानी को आउटसोर्स भी कर रहा हूँ, अगर टैंकर से मंगवा रहा हूँ तो भी उसके वाटर के टीडीएस लेवल बहुत हाई है, और जो यहाँ की बोरवेल्स हैं उसका भी टीडीएस लेवल बहुत हाई है। तो उसके लिए फिर हमें ये चाहिए था कि हमें कम से कम फिल्ट्रेशन करना पड़े हमें वाटर यूज करने के लिए। तो हमारे पास में अवेलेबिलिटी जो वाटर की है वो रेन। तो आज इस बिल्डिंग का जो भी रूफ नॉन रूफ रेन है, हमने उसको ट्राई किया है। हम लोग उसको 1 लाख लीटर का हमारे पास स्टोरेज टैंक है रेन वाटर का सेपरेट, और हमारा जो 1 लाख लीटर का जो हमारा फायर टैंक है जो एज पर नॉर्म्स है, हमने उसको भी इनेबल किया है कि जब हमारा रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग टैंक भर जाए उसके बाद हम लोग उसको भी उससे फिल करेंगे। रेस्ट नो डाउट जो हार्वेस्टिंग है लिमिटेशन है हमारे पास हार्वेस्टिंग के लिए, क्योंकि पर्कुलेशन रेट जैसा अभी जान ने बताया वो बहुत कम है। तो जितना मैक्सिमम हो सकता है हमने बिल्कुल वाटर स्टेटा लेवल तक बोरवेल करवा के फिल्ट्रेशन डिस्टेंसिंग चैम्बर बना के उसको हार्वेस्ट किया है। उस हार्वेस्टिंग का अब लोगों को लगता है कि हार्वेस्टिंग करने से क्या ही फायदा हो रहा होगा। तो बेटर एग्जांपल है, जब हमने बिल्डिंग स्टार्ट की थी बनाना, उस टाइम पे उस बोरवेल वाटर का जो टीडीएस मेजर्स थे वो 2200 टीडीएस था, और आज अभी हमने थोड़े दिन पहले जब हमने सॉफ्टवेयर फिल्टर्स इंस्टॉल किए बिल्डिंग के, तो उसी बोरवेल का पानी का टीडीएस 16 से 1700 आया। तो मतलब ये डिफरेंस है। और जैसे जैसे क्योंकि रीको ने अभी कुछ जगह पे मैंडेटरी किया है, इवन हमारी बिल्डिंग में तो मैंडेटरी कुछ भी नहीं। आज हमारे जो बायलॉज के अकॉर्डिंग हमें एसटीपी का नाम हमें रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग मैंडेटरी, बट टू अचीव दैट गोल कि हमें वाटर के टर्म्स में अपने आप को नेट जीरो करना है, तो ये चीजें हमें करनी है। हमने वाटर के कंजम्पशन को भी कैसे रिड्यूस करें उसके लिए हमने लो वाटर फिक्चर्स यूज किए। देन हमने एक टफ डिसीजन लिया कि हम वाटरलेस यूरिनल्स लगाएंगे, और उस पर बहुत डिबेट हुई। मतलब बहुत से लोगों ने ऑफिस में 50% लोग उसके लिए एक्टिव थे और 50% नहीं थे, बट देन हमने लगाए। लगाने के बाद अगेन जो चैलेंज आते हैं, चैलेंज आया
निखिल ने मुझे बिल पकड़ा दिया 15,000 रुपए महीने का जेल रिप्लेसमेंट का, एंड देन वी वर लाइक कि पानी आ रहा है 2,000 रुपए का एंड बिल आ रहा है 15,000 का।
ये मेरे लिए भी सरप्राइजिंग था, क्योंकि जब आप इनिशियल कॉस्ट दे रहे होते हो तो आप वाटरलेस यूरिनल की कॉस्ट देखते हो, आप ये नहीं देखते कि उसके बाद में क्या रिप्लिकेशन हो सकता है। सेम थिंग हुई जब मेरा फर्स्ट जो जेल उसके साथ इनबिल्ट आया था, जब मैंने उसकी कॉस्ट ली तो जो मेरा यूरिनल का कॉस्ट था उसका 90% कुछ जेल का। देन हमें फिर अगेन रिसर्च करनी पड़ी कि एक वाटरलेस यूरिनल बेसिकली फंक्शन कैसे कर रहा है। तो हमने सिंपल देख लिया कि उसकी फंक्शनिंग डायरेक्टली इंडिपेंडेंट है कि एक तो उसका जो पॉट है उसका डिजाइन, उसका मटेरियल कैसा है, वो थोड़ा सा नॉन बायोलेक्ट्रिक ऐसा होना चाहिए जो क्लीन हो जाए इजीली, एंड देन उस यूरिनल से जो यूरिन जा रहा है उसकी स्मेल ना आए उसके लिए उन्होंने कुछ जेल प्रपोज किया, दैट इज पेट्रोलियम जेली, जो कि लाइट इन वेट, वही एक नॉर्मल फिनोमेना उस टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज किया। हमने उसको रिप्लेस कर दिया, हमने हमारे जितने भी यूजर्स थे उनके वेस्ट के अंदर में एनआरवीज लगा दी ताकि हमारा वाटर ड्रॉपलेट से स्मेल आए। आज हम लोग बिना उस जेल के हमारे वाटरलेस यूनिट चला रहे हैं और वो परफेक्टली फाइन वर्क है बिना किसी के।
एनआरवी इज अ नॉन
रिटर्न कॉस्ट बिफोर इट। सो वाटर के केस में फिर देन अगेन द चैलेंज इज इस तरह की बिल्डिंग में, इतनी छोटी बिल्डिंग में लोगों का यही कहना होता है कि एसटीपी विल नॉट वर्क, either it will not work or it will stink that bad.
So to burst that myth, I invite you to visit the basement, and the STP room is open for all of you to smell, and you can smell and see whether STP smells or not. So from the clouds to your tumbler, the water you are drinking is the recent rainfall water. If you fall in, let me know, but I hope you don't. Atul one day came and said कि मुझे चिड़विंग भी लगाना है, then he said कि one day कि मुझे UFPT भी लगाना है, then guest came कि मेरे को net zero करना है, तो he said geothermal भी करेंगे हम लोग। तब तक हम already VRF कर चुके थे and we were battling some issues with the VRF, so we put in a so our vision, our dreams about the building were very high and we were hoping कि जितनी तरह के systems दुनिया में आते हैं हम सब अपनी building में लगाते हैं,
but again things change और जो सबसे easily available market में item था VRF वो हमने लगा दिया initially
because somewhere experimentation had to stop
because वो एक tried tested method था। Then again what will happen that in our reception room was not ready and that time we have some liberty of time, हमने उस टाइम पे again एक trying और testing करी और हमने चीजें इंस्टॉल कर लिया इस बिल्डिंग और वो भी बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है।
So thank you, Nikhil. So from moving from concept to engineering to structure, now the using of the waste. Madam also said she noticed some waste, and we're thankful for that. You must have seen the building and the waste that we have used. But from using the waste to turning into art, what was the journey? They say art is expensive and waste needs skill and time, and still doesn't look like you. From the huge sheet to the waste in the play area, an iron nail which became an elephant in the parking lot. What was the journey, Nishta, as an architect with creativity, and where did you restrict yourself, and how much did you truly save?
So good evening everyone. So basically we had different type of waste and हमारा विजन था कि साइड से कोई भी वेस्ट लैंडफिल में नहीं जाएगा. तो इनफैक्ट अभी तक भी बहुत सारा वेस्ट बचा हुआ है, हमने स्टोर करके रखा है. तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास जो चैलेंज था मेटल वेस्ट का था. तो हमने ऑन साइट वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट करी, हमने आर्टिफैक्ट्स बनवाए और उसके बाद आरसीसी और जो भी नेम्स वगैरह थे उससे हमने आर्टिफैक्ट्स बनवाए जो कि हमने बेसमेंट में इंस्टॉल कराए. Then we had wooden waste. Wood हमने use किया है, reclaimed we had used in our staircase. Also from that we made आपने boardrooms वगैरह के signage देखे होंगे. So it could be SS or acrylic or any other metal materials. So but we use wooden waste for it. And on reception you can see कि there is a door frame जो कि हमने दूसरी side से reclaim किया है और उसको use किया है हमारे door में. ऑल्सो हमारे जो जितने भी लोकली सोर्स स्टोन्स हैं हमने उसका टेबल टॉप बनाया है जो कि बहुत सुंदर, अब आप थर्ड फ्लोर पे देखेंगे उसको. ऑल्सो हमारा जो रूफ है वहाँ पे भी हमने कलेजी फ्लोरिंग करी है. जितने भी हमारे 18 टाइप के स्टोन बेस था उससे हमने फ्लोरिंग करी है.
Crazy flooring is more expensive than a tile because it costs 70 rupees in labor with weight stone, whereas new tile costs 70 with a new tile.
हम इतने क्लोज थे कि नहीं करते हैं यार, but we stuck to it.
तो सर के पास बैम्बू मैट पड़ा हुआ था घर के उन्होंने बोला कि इसका कुछ यूज नहीं आ रहा है, तो हमने उसको वॉल सीलिंग में हमने उसको यूज किया फिर से. और निखिल सर के पास पीवीसी पाइप का वेस्ट था तो हमने उसकी 4 फ्लिप टेबल बनाई. और जो 4 कट ब्लॉक्स थे कंस्ट्रक्शन वाले रवि के पास था तो उसके हमने वॉल आर्ट बनाए. तो ऐसे करके द एक्सपेरिमेंट इज स्टिल गोइंग ऑन. और मतलब अभी बहुत सारा वेस्ट है. सो
मैं अभी स्पाइक आई थी आपने फिर करने जा रही
यार बार-बार वो लेबर आ जाओ कंस्ट्रक्शन करते.
So thank you, Nishka. So that was the journey, and like we all say, there is always room for improvement. And so more than 10 local stones, a variety of art forms, the views of nature, an epitome of engineering, all while operational policies like bring your own cup to restrict the use of disposables. We try to make a building that is an experiment, a living experiment that enables budding professionals like to try their hands on before they start preaching as construction. An experiment that tries to create a market for those who can make a difference. There are a lot of products we have tried in this building which get lost because nobody tries them, nobody gives them a chance because we all want कि पहले कहाँ काम किया है, कितने प्रोजेक्ट में किया है. बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स थे जिन्होंने पहले कहीं काम नहीं किया. It took us 3 years to get here, but I think we will never be more confident about what we were able to enable. So last but not the least, we like to celebrate the team that was involved. Yeah, the team that was involved. Architect Gaurav Agarwal, R. Krishna, to Ashu sir. Please facilitate Gaurav. Boss. From connecting each species to competing with our inner teams with that यार पौधे को लगाने कोई भी लगा दो. And Himanshu sir pointing out कि भाई यहाँ पे नहीं लगेगा. I would like to invite Himanshu sir and Ashu. We are proud to say that in the construction of this building nobody died and no accidents happened. तो ये है सतपाल जी के सौजन्य से जो हमारे सिविल कॉन्ट्रैक्टर थे. आई वुड लाइक आशु सर टू फैसिलिटेट ऑल दी डेवलपमेंट. And finally, the team who stood by me in thick and thin through my loud roads in the middle of PT groups, Sushant, Nikhil, Ravi, Nishtha, Mukesh, Sumit, Sarthak, Bini, and Narendra sir, Vitesh, Arunji, all of us who together made it possible. We present to you the D2O Sustainable Development Centre. Part-time actors and thank you so much.
So, thank you so much, Sushant. Thank you so much, the whole team, Sushant, Nikhil, Ravi, Nistha, and everyone here. I think with this, we have come to the end of the program. I think, Ashu, do you have anything to add?
So I think we already are over on the time because we want to supposed to close by 6:30. But I think I want to acknowledge more people also. Like we have Neetu with their insulation. We have a temperature 4 degrees less inside that. Also, we want to thanks to you also because you all have an amazing product you have. And several other stakeholders who have been like solar what we have installed. The Prakhar is there. So Prakhar is on entire upper rooftop that connects because of him also. So that is the journey we started, and I think the several other people, if I'm missing someone, Tapanji for the heat recovery wheel, HVLS fans, they're not here right now. Many people who have put in their materials there, we invited at least the local people to put up their stalls. And I think as you experience, feel free to ask us. Right. So I think I can see Bhuvneshwar from the Pollution Control Board, KGK. We have the proposal from Infosys. I want that. I think we should do more networking together. I think we have a very good evening upstairs of this roof only. We tried our level best. That is a space we have. Is a constant space, but definitely we have. I think that is also beautifully developed by our interior designer. To people who have joined online, I request you to buy a beer and send us the bill. And for all of us here, I would request you to gather in the amphitheater for a group photograph and photo session.
So good evening, everyone. You know, I think Kushagra deserves a very good round of applause. Good evening, everyone. My name is Gaurav. I'm the Vice President Global Net0. So I want to take this opportunity to thank the D2O team for hosting us. And from our end, we also want to specifically thank you for this event. So, Padma. Yeah. So, Ashu, this is a small gift to you.
Thank you.
So, all the Pandit Anand, sir. Thank you, sir. All your treatments. Anuj. Anuj के लिए तो ये लॉस Mathur sir, Mathur sir. Sir बोल रहे थे कि he was one of the initial 5 reviewers of LEED. So we should recognize that. That's it. Richi sir. बेसिकली हम इसीलिए फैसिलिटेशन करते हैं सो दैट उनके ऊपर टारगेट बढ़ा सकते हैं आपको हजार बिल्डिंग करना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट ईयर Sir, we are glad that you are back from golf into the real world. Sir, exactly. Thank you so much, everyone. Wish you all a good evening and hope to see you on upstairs.
Yeah, so I think we want to acknowledge Sudipti. Thank you so much for attending. Absolutely, you are organizer, but with your help, but we had the mayor of Jaipur. So thank you so much. I think I request Kushagar to felicitate her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So much.
Okay, on behalf of Air Voice, I take this opportunity to present D2O Ashu Gupta, air monitoring devices, and hopefully they will prove that what you are saying is correct.
Please join us for the group photograph.
Everyone, please join us for the group photograph at the downstairs.
That team in the computer.